senior night at Metamora game is delayed. We expect to be on the air, hope to be on the air around 7:30. Stay tuned. All season on the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel,
or listen on FM 1039, AM 1220, or with WLPO's mobile app.
Now, LaSalle Peru Cavalier football, presented by Geneseo Communications Fiber Me Fast on 1039 WLPO.
Good evening and welcome to LaSalle Peru Cavalier football here on 103.9 WLPO and streaming worldwide, of course, on the WLPO app and also on YouTube with Mike Sabatini behind the camera once again. Just go to YouTube, search Starve Rock Media, and enjoy the LP Cavaliers tonight. Our first road game of the night, week number 2. It's a beautiful night again for football, definitely football type weather. Once the sun goes down, which it pretty much has, going to be in the 50s tonight. We'll talk about the game time weather coming up. My partner tonight is Mike Porter. And Mike, first off, we'll talk about the freshman-sophomore game that ended, I think, an hour ago. It was LP moving to 2-0, beating Metamora 12-6.
Yeah, they had a really impressive game tonight. The defense seemed to really get off the ball each play and to 6 points. LP offense, of course, didn't do a heck of a lot with only 12, but that defense was playing fantastic tonight. So good to see LP JV 2-0.
No matter what level, when you beat Metamora in football, you're doing something right. This is a storied program. Mike and I were walking up here, and you see along the track all the years they've made the playoffs, and it's I lost track of how many years in a row they've won state titles. Of course, they were a playoff team a year ago, and this is a team that LP hung with. Last year was a one-sided affair, 37-6 Metamora won. The previous 2 years were one-score games. Metamora made a statement in week 1, Mike. They went on the road, beat, one would think, a very solid Sterling team, 28-9. And, of course, LP just kind of grinded out a win. It wasn't pretty at times, but made the big plays to beat UT. And, man, it feels a lot better coming into tonight's game 1-0 than the possible 0-1.
Yeah, you definitely did not want to start 0-1, especially against a team that LP, should beat in UT. Of course, UT played a lot better than they did last year. So it is much more comfortable being 1-0. But coming in tonight, of course, it's going to be quite a step up in competition. Like you said, Metamora has that history, 10 state football championship game and 3 wins. So it's just very impressive to see what they've done down here in Metamora. So it's going to be a tough one tonight.
We're glad you're with us here at Metamora High School. And, of course, our broadcast tonight is presented by Fiber Me Fast by Geneseo Communications. Experience fast today. Find out more at geneseo.com. You're listening to the LP pregame show. This year it's brought to you by our friends at Triple Service Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. If you're thinking about a new furnace, the experts at Triple Service will help you pregame a plan that's just right for your home and budget. Again, the LP freshman-sophomore team moved to 2-0 with a 12-6 win against Metamora. Both of these varsity teams coming into tonight at 1-0. And, of course, we'll follow some other games, give you some scores throughout the evening with a lot of the games obviously already kicked off. And Princeton and Rock Ridge, a big battle in 2A, 3A football tonight. And early on, Princeton with the lead over Rock Ridge. Hall is on the road at Erie Prophetstown. Of course, Ottawa Streeter, one of those rivalries in our area. They stopped playing for quite a while, and then they renewed that rivalry, so that was great to see. And some other interesting matchups tonight. Marquette traveling to Madison. Now, that's not Madison, Wisconsin, but it's Madison down by St. Louis. Fieldcrest is at home tonight against a usual power, Moweaqua Central A&M. If you follow high school football, you always see them in the playoffs each and every year. And Seneca, which has turned itself into a powerhouse, is welcoming Lyle tonight. Of course, our scoreboard updates throughout the year, and really throughout the years, they've been a long time scores throughout the night. Subway. So we'll have scores throughout the night. Of course, this pregame show will have the weekly coaches interview with Jose Medina. And we'll also have coming up weather of the game, a uniform description. We'll have the coin toss as well. And I'm going to pick my partner's brain for the keys to the game tonight. So start thinking about that, Mike.
Okay.
No pressure at all. As the Cavaliers are now coming out to the field. They had about 35 minutes on the pregame clock, and so it's been about 15 minutes that went by. LP was doing some stretches out in the field to the north of the actual football field to keep themselves loose during the senior night. Senior night festivities were going on, so that's why we're well past 7 o'clock for the pregame show tonight. So nice senior night activities here at Metamora. So we're looking at probably kickoff close to 8 o'clock.
I would say they were saying 8 o'clock tonight, so we'll be home late tonight.
Even though the drive itself, not all that bad, of course. Less than the 50-minute drive from we met at Oglesby at the station down to Metamora. So the LP Cavaliers have taken the field. We're going to take our first break of the night. You're listening to the Triple Service LP Cavalier pregame show. LP Metamora coming up in moments on 103.9 WLPO and on our Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. The Cavaliers and Redbirds, one team will be still unbeaten 2-0. Another team, whoever falls short tonight, will be 1-1. An early season showdown, non-conference showdown between Metamora out of the Mid-Illini and, of course, LaSalle Peru out of the Interstate 8. Back after this, Jeremy Aiken, Mike Porter on 103.9 WLPO.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Hi, I'm Max Crady. My mom is Selen Allen. She has dedicated her career to helping people get a home to call their own. If you're a first-timer, empty nester, or somewhere in between, you can be certain that Selen Allen will be there for you. Many folks, just like you, have used Blackhawk Brokerage to find or sell their home. You should too. To get started, call or message my mom, Selen Allen, today, or go to blackhawkbrokers.com. That is blackhawkbrokers.com.
Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you. Bahama. Oh, hey, Mama.
What you doing?
Oh, just sitting here planning a new vacation with all the money we're going to save on our utility bills. Just got the air conditioner all tuned up. The Wade residence is running good.
Is there a Hawaii pamphlet in that pile?
Cut down on your utility bill this summer with Triple Service. Call for an AC tune-up today or ask about a brand new high-efficiency model. Visit tripleserviceinc.com.
A heads up about the Walk to End Alzheimer's this Saturday in Ottawa. Events start at 8:30, and they're about halfway toward their goal. Why don't you join in? Search out the details at alz.org. That's alz.org.
Listen on FM 103.9, AM 1220 with the free WLPO app, or ask your smart speaker to play 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock. WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Jerry, the reporter back here at Metamora High School as we continue our triple service pregame.
Weather, game time weather tonight is brought to you by Town and Country Services. I'm going to hand it off to my partner to deliver this beautiful game time weather.
Yes, as Jeremy said, game time weather is brought to you by Town and Country Services. Whether it's hot, cold, is doing whatever it takes 24/7. To see what they can do for you, go to townandcountryservices.com. Well, we had a game time temperature of 65 degrees with mostly sunny skies, but obviously that was about 20 minutes ago. So right now it's in the lower 60s, but by the time the game is over, it should be about mid to high 50s. So wonderful night for football. That's 2 weeks in a row that we've had great football weather. So the fans have some blankets and long sleeves, but that's great to see during football season, and looks to be a great night.
Definitely does. Thank you, Mike. With our weather of the game, they're brought to you by Town and Country. Just had the captains out for the coin toss, and this year's coin toss throughout the season brought to you by WeTech Wealth Management in LaSalle. Don't leave your financial future up in the air. Contact the professionals at WeTech Wealth Management in LaSalle for sound investing and financial advice. And the coin toss was won by Metamora. The Redbirds, the home team, won tonight's coin toss, and they chose to receive.
Oh, okay.
So, in the NFL, it's pretty much a given that if you win the coin toss, you defer to the second half. But Metamora, I guess, bucking that trend a bit at home tonight, their first home game of the night, and they're going to take the ball first. So the Cavalier defense will be tested right away against this Metamora team. And last week we mentioned Metamora got a win 28-9 over Sterling. Their quarterback is Stephen Petrie. He only completed 7 passes, but had 227 yards.
They were long passes.
And 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
So very efficient last week. Avery Grebner had 4 of those catches, 123 yards, 2 scores. Mark Frederick, a 74-yard reception. Now, their top running back is Jadwan Cranford. I remember him last year running wild against LP. He played sparingly in game 1 against Sterling with only 69 yards. 69 yards. He had 41 on his first attempt. So
okay. All right.
I think there was some kind of an injury of some sort. But we're going to hear his name quite a bit. Jadwan Cranford. He wears number 1. And they also have a skilled player named Evan Keel, which I was joking with Mike. One of us before the night's over is going to say even keel.
Yep, there's Even Keel and Jason Pickles.
Yes.
So hopefully Pickles will be present tonight.
So those are some of the names to watch for Metamora. Again, the Redbirds won at Howard Fellows Stadium last year, 37-6. The year prior, it was 16-8 LP losing here at Metamora.
Yep, that was a very competitive game.
And then in 2021, it was 14-7.
Yep.
Metamora beat LP. So,
well, Metamora does have obviously they've played them, 4 or 5 times, and the Metamora has not lost LP, so maybe tonight's the night.
Yeah, a lot of teams haven't beat Metamora over the years. And let's see if the LP Cavaliers can come through with their first victory of the night, or victory of their school history against Metamora. Yep. And I'm not sure if the contract is beyond this year. Again, this would be the 4 years, 2 at LP, 2 at Metamora. So we'll see if these 2 teams will play once again next year or not with the Redbirds and the Cavaliers. Some of the games, some other games I talked about that we're going to be following. There's a couple games tomorrow. Mendota's at Sterling Newman. Of course, Newman and Sterling share the same facility, so when Sterling plays at home on Friday night, Newman gets bumped to Saturday, and that's going to be the case tomorrow with Mendota at Sterling Newman. And then the defending state champs in 8-man football, Amboy Lamoille, is in action tomorrow at West Prairie. Of course, the team that LP played last week, United Township, we'll watch them as the season goes along. They're home tonight against Chicago Noble. One would think UT should get a win there.
I think Geneseo may have played them last week.
I think so, yeah. And O'Fallon, who LP will see in Week 9, is playing a team out of Missouri, Troy, Missouri. Tonight, O'Fallon lost their opener against Downers Grove North last week, 42-0. Some other Interstate 8 games. We talked about Ottawa at Streeter. Morris is at Joliet West. Rochelle is at Morton. That should be a pretty good matchup.
Yep,
Morton's always a good program.
Very good.
Of course, we played them not all that long ago. Sycamore is hosting Oswego East, and Canelan is home to Wakanda. That is not Black Panthers.
No,
that
is not Wakanda.
Wakanda,
it's
yes.
Wakanda with
there
a
you
U.
go. Yes. So that's who Canelan plays tonight in Interstate 8 action. So that's some of the games we'll be following tonight as the LP Cavaliers will play Metamora here at Metamora High School. Again, after this game, Mike, we'll have a homestand, kind of a rarity. We'll have 3 straight home games, including next week, one against Ottawa, which will be a non-conference game.
Yes, it's very interesting to play 3 home games in a row. Obviously, last year we had 5 home games, but the previous several years we only had 4. So it's kind of nice to be home for 3 at Howard Fellows Stadium. So it'll be nice to see, of course, the rival Ottawa coming in next week.
And Ottawa coming off a close loss last week. They fell to Plano. So they're going to be trying to look to get back in the win column tonight are the Pirates. But it'll be an early season rivalry matchup next week against Ottawa. LP with 5 home games this year and 4 road, so that definitely worked out in their favor. At halftime, my partner will go over some of the other activities that are going on at LP this weekend. A lot of stuff going on, and we'll also delve into Metamora a little bit, which is just down the road from the Illinois Valley. Kind of take a look at some of the famous alums from Metamora, and new to this year, we'll talk about our road trip. We have a road trip sponsor for this year for LP Cavalier football. Dressbach Distribution on the road. On the road brought to you by Dressbach Distribution of Peru, locally owned and your source for beverages, paper products, janitorial supplies, and more. Make Dressbach Distribution part of your winning team. 223-0116 or check out Dressbach Distribution on Facebook. And not a bad drive. It did rain for a little bit on the way down.
Yeah, there were patches where it was coming down pretty hard, and obviously once we got here, it was a beautiful, semi-sunny day.
Yeah.
So the rain went away, and we don't have to worry about that at all.
No, it has, as soon as we got to the field, it's been dry and hasn't rained at all. I don't know back home if there was some more rainfall, but it's turning into a beautiful evening for football. It was a nice drive down, of course, going through towns like La Rose, Cazenovia, and going by the helicopter in Washburn.
Yep.
You made note. What was the place that was kind of hopping already on a Friday night?
Gators.
Gators with a Z.
Pub. Yep, in La Rose.
Yeah, La Rose.
So, a lot of people hanging out there on a Friday night.
We'll see if it's still open on our way back.
Doubtful. Sorry.
That was a quick response. Yeah, probably not. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll pick my partner's brain for the keys to the game. We're still a few minutes away, probably about 10 minutes away from kickoff. LP Metamora coming up on 103.9 WLPO.
The Streeter High School Bulldog Food Pantry. They need more ramen noodles, also granola bars, goldfish, and snack crackers, deodorant, shower gel, shampoo, pancake mix, and lots more. Drop them off at the front office. You can see the whole list at the Streeter Ag Friends, Family, and Alumni Facebook page.
When a play breaks down on the football field, you've got the rest of the game to make up for it. When something breaks down at home, you need prompt and professional service. That's why at Town & Country Services, their phones are manned 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to ensure that your problems and questions with plumbing, heating, and cooling are all taken care of promptly and professionally. Town & Country Services offer free estimates and affordable rates. Their licensed professionals and friendly staff have been a staple in the Illinois Valley since 1919. Give them a call anytime in Tonka at 815-442-3415 or Princeton at 815-872-2200.
The LP Cavalier pregame show continues now with head coach Jose Medina, and as we like to do all the time, kind of take a little time to reflect on last week. Jose, a back and forth grinder of a game. You pulled it out over United Township, and talk about just your team. I guess, one of the summary headlines would be finding a way to win.
Yeah, definitely. The kids played hard all four quarters. Defensively really stepped up a lot for us to try and get us the ball. They ended up they reached their goal of getting 3 turnovers, and, Coach Carney always does a good job of preaching to the kids to get turnovers and get the ball back to the offense. So, when we needed to put points on the board, we did. We did leave some points out there that just didn't go our way. My hat's off to them too. They were a much better football team, really tough team that, really wanted to win. It just worked out in our favor last week.
Now that you got a game under your belts, how's practice been this week? It's one thing to practice, you're hitting each other, but then to finally have, a second game week and a game under your belt.
Yeah, definitely. Weather's been great. So, the kids are motivated. Kids are ready to go. We got Metamora coming up. So it's another one of those tough games that you really try and focus on doing the little things right. Because it's a good program and they've been successful, the past couple of years too. So, we need to make sure we have a very good game plan going in, and I think we do. We just got to, make sure that we take care of the ball and do all the things that we have to do offensively and, of course, defensively get some turnovers.
Looking at this Metamora team, they had the best of you last year. Previous games were 1-touchdown games, so last year was kind of the exception. About this year's Redbird team, though, Jose, what are you preparing for?
Stop number one. I think they got some decent running backs. They got a pretty good quarterback too. That's a tough kid, big kid, likes to run the ball. Offensively, they're big up front. But I think I'm hoping that our speed on the D line could probably help eliminate some of that bigness and make and get in there in the backfield and make some things happen in the backfield. So defensively, they run a different defense. They got kind of like a 4-2 look, but they like to move. They like to read their guards. And, we just got to do a good job of moving the ball and making sure that we get body on a body and get positive yards.
Always got to ask you, Coach, injury report. I know Andy came up banged up but got back in there. Noah Zebron, you lost him for much of the second half. Any updates on some of the players that battled the injury bug last week?
Yeah, definitely. Andy was just a cramp, but he, like you said, he got back in there and helped out in any way he could. Noah is probably going to be a game time decision just because his ankle's kind of tender. So we'll find out. Good thing is we got Landon Zellers coming back, so he's going to be a positive for that. And then another kid that didn't really play much, didn't really play at all, was Cordell Wheatley. He something with his cramping up somehow with his hand, so he'll be a nice little addition too as well this week.
Well, Coach Jose Medina, I want to wish you the best of luck, and let's get to 2-0.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you once again. That was LP head coach Jose Medina.
In school sports, it's easy to see the wins, the moments that make headlines. But there's so much work that goes unseen for any of it to happen. My name is Phil Risen, and I'm the Executive Director of the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Throughout the country, athletic administrators dedicate countless hours to making life-changing opportunities possible for student athletes through sports. Their sacrifice is fueled by the belief that every student can grow and deserves their time to shine. On behalf of the NIAAA, we want to thank every athletic administrator for your tireless dedication to providing 7.8 million students across the country a path to a better future.
This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Jeremy Aiken and Mike Porter back here at Metamora High School, and want to thank head coach Jose Medina for our LaSalle Body and Fender coaches interview. Of course, he gave you an injury status update, and today's coaches interview and injury update, and all season long, the coaches interview and injury status update brought to you by our friends at LaSalle Body and Fender. When your car gets banged up, call LaSalle Body and Fender. For 24-hour towing, call LaSalle Body and Fender. We can tell you that Noah Zebron is not going to be in action tonight, Mike. We see him out there. He's he's got the pants on and not the football-ready pants, so that's a tough loss. Obviously, Noah, a two-way player. He was trying to make a catch last week and injured his ankle as he's kind of hobbling around out there trying to get his teammates fired up. So hopefully Noah gets back in the next week or two and get him back out there. But Andy Medina was back. He came actually back before the game ended last week. So it's nice having him back as well. All right, Mike, keys to the game. Tonight's Cavaliers football keys to the game are sponsored by Surf Internet. Surf Internet is your key to faster and more reliable internet service. To unlock faster internet for your home or business, contact Surf Internet today. What do you think, Mike, are the keys tonight for LP to pull off what I think would be, and most people would think, an upset?
It would be an upset. I think, number one, the key to the game is to stop the run. They didn't really have very much success stopping the run last week against UT. That runner had close to 200 yards, I believe, from what I understand. And he does not have the talent as, number one, as Coach said, Cranford. He has good history against LP from last year. So I think they really, really need to stop the run, because that run probably sets up the pass. And with their passing game with Petrie, it's utmost important that they stop the run. And I also think that the Cavaliers have to protect the freshman quarterback. Obviously, this is going to be a much higher pressure-packed situation this week at Metamora. So he's just going to have to remain calm and steady like he did last week and just play his game.
Yeah, we'll see Marion Persic, who definitely showed glimpses. Obviously, he had the big run where they needed, it was a 3rd and short late in the game. They called his number, and he got the yardage that they need. He had a run early in the game where he ran over a UT player, which really sparked his team. And, I think Marion is only going to get better and better as a freshman, but he's going to be put to the test tonight. But it's up to, his teammates. You can't put all the pressure
that is correct
on your freshman quarterback, and, he's just got to be a part of tonight's game against this Metamora team. Let's go and give you the uniform description. Uniform descriptions throughout the season are brought to you by Family Pride Cleaners. Proud LP alum, Family Pride Cleaners takes pride in their work just like the Cavaliers. Follow Family Pride Cleaners on Facebook today. LP in their traditional road white shirts, green pants with the red and white trim, green helmets, And Metamora with the black shirts, white pants, black helmets, and the Redbird red logo on the helmet. Metamora's numbers are unique. I don't know what kind of font it is, but a unique style of numbers that they have on their jerseys. I don't know if it's sans serif or
I don't
Arial
know
or what.
Times New Roman or something, so I'm not really sure.
It is different. You don't see it too often, so that's the Metamora uniforms and the LP uniforms brought to you by Family Pride Cleaners. Well, that's going to wrap up our triple service pregame show. Jeremy Aiken, Mike Porter, and looks like kickoff's going to be just shy of 8 o'clock. Of course, tonight's broadcast on the radio and on YouTube is presented by Fiber Me Fast by Geneseo Communications. Hello, everybody back in LaSalle, Peru, and everywhere and watching this game. Of course, the Buffalo Wild Wings with some of their TVs on the LP Cavaliers and Metamora tonight. So thank you to B-Dubs. I had some wings last night for Thursday Night Football, Mike, and some chili con queso as well.
Well, that's great that a local restaurant like that is playing our game here tonight. So hopefully there's that people that couldn't make it down to Metamora are enjoying B-Dubs and watching LP football.
And feel free to text in 815-223-3093 if you're at another establishment, a restaurant around LaSalle, Peru, Utica, Tonica, and let us know that they have the LP game on the radio.
Here's Grebner with the kickoff return.
Yeah, nice coverage by LP.
Yes.
Well, they gave up a lot of chunk yardage last week on the kick returns, and that was brought out to about the 27. Tonight's opening kickoff, by the way, is brought to you by Illinois Valley Credit Union. Open a yield checking account paying 3% interest with no monthly fees or minimum balance. If you live, work, or worship in LaSalle, Bureau, or Putnam counties, you can become an IVCU member. So here we go. This Metamora offense, which put up 28 last week at Sterling at Roscoe Eade Stadium. And they had a really balanced attack through the air and on the ground. And their quarterback, Petrie, much like most quarterbacks these days, Mike, not starting under center. In fact, he's in the pistol in a spread formation for the Redbirds. Petrie is going to fake the pitch to Cranford, run up the middle, and he's tackled at about the 29-yard line. So nice job by some of the LP players up front.
Yeah, short gain on that play, so nice play by the Cavalier defensive line and linebackers.
Looked like Caden Small was in the area, Andy Medina as well. That'll be a gain of 2 for Petrie, their quarterback. And Medina's going to get credit for the tackle for the Cavaliers. 2nd down and 8 for Metamora. 2 receivers to the left of Petrie, 1 to the short side to his right. Metamora moving north to south here to start this game. Cranford in the backfield. And they're going to do a pass. He's going to tuck it under, and he's in trouble.
Oh, he got hammered in the backfield by Liam Lemrise.
Yeah, they tried to do kind of a pump fake pass. I don't know if LP just took it away from him or not. But Petrie then tucked it down, and Lemrise, big old 68, was right there to eat up the quarterback. And right away, Metamora is looking at a 3rd and long. That's a loss of 1. 3rd and 9 for the Redbirds at their own 28-yard line. And this is a play, Mike. I know it's early, but if you want to win, pull off this upset, you can't let teams like Metamora complete 3rd and longs.
Yeah, and over the years, there's been many instances where the Cavs have held the offense to 3rd and long, and they've gotten it. So let's hope the defense can do something right now.
Straight drop back by Petrie. He's flushed out by Medina, gets away from Small. Throwing down the field, and it is...
I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. It's right on the sideline.
What are they going to call it here? We're waiting.
Sideline coaches are saying incomplete, so it's kind of hard to see.
And that's a heartbreaker if they call it a catch. Incomplete. All right. So it was towards the sideline by Petrie, and it was right in front of the LP sideline. The officials talked about it, and they went with incomplete. So a nice start by the LP defense, 3 and out, and the Redbirds will punt it away. And back deep for LP is Adrian Arzola, which I'm sure Metamora heard that he returned a kickoff last week for 86 yards.
Well, I know they heard about it because I saw they were Metamora coaches in the stands last week. So.
Oh, there you go. So Metamora's punter will be standing inside his own 15-yard line here. Clock stopped at 10:15 in the first quarter with that incomplete pass. Ball is snapped. No rush put on by LP, and it's angled out of bounds. Yeah, they're not going to bother with Arzola.
Nope. Nice punt
LP's
away.
nice punt, but nice field position to start for LP. They're going to start at their own 43-yard line. So our first look tonight at this LP Cavalier offense, led by freshman Marian Persic, who made the plays last week when they needed him. He had 2 touchdown passes, one to Medina, and the game winner to Arzola. And again, he made some big runs as well to keep drives alive. 5 completions last week for Marion. So the Cavaliers without Noah Zebron, who one would argue, I think arguably, was probably their top receiver coming in.
Oh, absolutely.
To this season.
I think, like he said, Landon Zellers is back, and Mikey Hartman is going to have to step up today.
And that's who is split out to the left, Hartman and Zellers. Persic in the pistol, and behind him in the backfield is Arzola. Cavaliers 1st and 10 at their own 43. Snap to Persic, right up the middle, and some running room. Arzola gets past midfield. Just a shot out of a cannon was Adrian, and he gets a solid 8 yards. Nice job by the offensive line of the Cavaliers, opening a hole, just nothing fancy, right up the gut. And 8 yards for Arzola, and that'll set up LP with a 2nd and 2. Just inside the Metamora 49-yard line.
It's a real nice way to start. To get 8 yards in that first down, you can open up the offense to many different things right now.
And we might have our first penalty.
I see a flag on the.
And
they're calling it on LP. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, he was looking at the line. So it'll be 2nd and 7 now.
I mean, they didn't even get set or anything, so I'm not really sure why they called it so early.
I don't know if he's saying a lineman move, but again, they hadn't even been set yet.
No, they weren't set.
False start. So it'll be 2nd and 7 instead of 2nd and 2 for the Cavaliers. First penalty of the night. Cavaliers will have it at their own 46-yard line. Persic going to hand it back off to Arzola this time. Not much there. And actually, he lost a yard at about the 45. Adrian had a fumble last week, but obviously made up for it.
Looks like they
give him a spot at the original line of scrimmage. We'll take it. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Cavaliers. So it was looking promising with a 2nd and short, but a 5-yard walk-off on the Cavaliers. So let's see if Marian Persic will go to the air for the first time tonight. Under 9 minutes to play in the first.
No,
Arzola
hand it
carry. Arzola has got
that
first down.
I don't know where they're spotting it. I think.
Wow.
I don't know where that spot's going.
It looks short. I thought he had it. They're going to say a half yard short at the 48 of Metamora. Wow. So 4th and short for LP. I think this is a no-brainer here for the Cavaliers. So give Persic about 6 yards on that carry.
Was that Arzola?
Or Arzola,
okay,
Arzola. Yeah. I think I'm getting ahead of myself thinking maybe the big quarterback might try to run this one. Down to 9 seconds on the play clock. Coming down to 8 minutes to go here in the first.
They better hurry up.
Cavaliers trying to keep this drive going. 4th and short.
They got it right off.
Persic handoff Arzola. That's a first down. No doubt. Leave no doubts there.
Yep. Yeah, they got it right off at 0. So.
And it's inside the 47 to about the 46. So Arzola with 2, maybe 3 yards on that carry.
Oh, there's someone hurt down there. Looks like Ever McCormick.
So an LP lineman.
No, correction. That's 54. I apologize. That's Dane Wisniewski.
And one of those things where probably, and you see it a lot with linemen where they get rolled up from behind.
Yep. Big pile of bodies coming in.
So he's in a bit of pain down on the field.
Yep.
So it is a first down for the Cavaliers, but one of their starting linemen is banged up right now, and it's a shame because this LP offensive line has really been moving the line so far early on. And this will give us a chance to check the Subway scoreboard update. Tonight's scoreboard update is brought to you by your local Subway in Spring Valley, Peru, LaSalle, Marseilles, Ottawa, and Oglesby. For a sandwich made with freshly baked bread and fresh ingredients right in front of your eyes, Subway, eat fresh. In the
looks to be serious here. They're bringing out an ambulance, so.
They didn't waste any time, did they?
No.
At halftime, Erie Prophetstown leading Hall 28-0. Battle, as we expected, between Princeton and Rock Ridge. Second quarter there, Princeton 21-18 over the Rockets. Second quarter, a battle at the Academy. Eureka 21-17, leading over the Bruins. And in the second quarter, Ottawa has jumped ahead of rival Streator 14-0. Second quarter, Marquette leading 9-0 over Madison. No scores in yet with the Bureau Valley Ridgeview game, Fieldcrest, Central A&M, and no score in yet for Seneca and Lyle. So that's your scoreboard update. Again, a couple games tomorrow, including Metamora Mendota playing tomorrow, and Amboy Lamoille as well. So unfortunately, we have a Cavalier hurt down on the field, and seems to be a pretty serious injury. As
his parents just came down, and his mom is not.
So unfortunately, an injury about 4 minutes into this game, an LP lineman down at right at midfield, and of course training staff of both teams out on the field. So we're going to take a short break. 8:03 to go in the first quarter. LP will have a 1st and 10 at the Metamora 46, but right now the big thing is the LP Cavalier that is getting medical attention on the field. Jeremy Aiken, Mike Porter back with more first quarter action from Metamora after this on 103.9 FM, AM 1220 WLPO, and streaming worldwide on the WLPO app, and of course on the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel.
Lately, they have new sandwiches you just have to try, like Subway's honey mustard barbecue chicken, spicy nacho chicken, or cheesy garlic steak. Plus, Subway in LaSalle has new foot-long dippers for just $3. Pepperoni and cheese with Baja Chipotle, chicken and cheese with honey mustard, and double cheese with peppercorn ranch. Hungry after practice or need a snack or a quick meal before the game? Think Subway in LaSalle. Subway, eat fresh.
Improve the appearance and value of your home with new replacement windows and doors from Coolmaster. Stop in now and ask about Coolmaster's selection of Energy Star rated windows and doors. They'll help you reduce your energy consumption year-round. Invest in your biggest investment with help from Coolmaster. For a free estimate, call or visit the Suarez family at Coolmaster. They've been serving the Illinois Valley for more than 60 years on 2nd Street in downtown LaSalle. Coolmaster, the area's leader in window and door replacement.
Start your day with Rod and Tom, then get updates throughout the day on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Jeremy Aiken and Mike Porter back here at Metamora High School as we had an LP injury, and paramedics out there with the training staff as well. So Cavaliers will have to move on without Dane Wasinski, the 6-foot junior lineman.
Yeah, he's a junior lineman.
So hopefully we'll wish the best for Dane as he's put up.
He's hobbling, so at least he's definitely going on a stretcher there. So
yeah, so they'll take him obviously to the hospital, get some, I'm sure, X-rays, and we wish the best for Dane, as you hate to see that. No matter what time of the game, but just 4 minutes into the game, you try to get going after a long wait, and then it just takes the air out of the balloon on both sides, not just LP side, when you have a player that gets hurt and needs that attention.
It's their teammate, it's their friend. They've been, going with them since, early training camp. So I hate to see that.
So LP will be tested already on their offensive line depth, as they'll have to get a fill-in player for number 54, Dane Wasinski, who, again, I didn't actually see what happened, but, more times than not, we've seen it where linemen are just doing their job blocking, and somebody rolls up on him.
Yeah.
So he's in some obvious pain as his fellow big guys up front come out to him and give him some encouragement as he goes off the field momentarily. So No score. Metamora, if you're just joining us, got the ball first after winning the coin toss, the WeTech Wealth Management coin toss, and they went 3 and out.
Yep.
And then the Cavaliers have gotten a couple first downs on their drive, and they will have it 1st and 10 when the action resumes at the Metamora 46-yard line. 8:03 still to go in this first quarter. We kicked off shortly before 8 o'clock here at Metamora. They went ahead and did the senior night, which a lot of schools switched. Traditionally over the years, senior night was always done at the very end, the last home game. But COVID changed a lot of things, including that thought process, because you really couldn't take a full season for granted anymore.
Nope.
And Metamora is still doing senior night on the first home game of the year. So we're back in action. 1st and 10 LP, and right away we see a false start. So the Cavaliers will have their second penalty of the night.
Yeah, that was not the substitution that came in for the injured player. So this was the outside tackle that moved there on that play.
It was the senior Evan Haskell will get the 5-yard penalty there. So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Cavaliers as they move back on their side of the 50. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line. 1st and 15 now for the Cavaliers. They've been strictly on the ground so far. No passes yet from the freshman quarterback, Marian Persic. Now he's going to pass.
You were saying.
Straight drop back. The pocket opens up. Marian looking deep for Wheatley, and he has
looks like a catch.
Cordell Wheatley catches it inside the 15-yard line. Wheatley, who missed most of last week, showed off his speed, and that one is all the way down to the 15. That's 36 yards?
Yeah, they started at the 49, so 36-yard pass play.
And just like that, Mike, the Cavaliers are in the Red Zone. Tonight's Red Zone brought to you by your local Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Brayton. Being in the Red Zone in football is great, not so much in real life. Let Derek Brayton help move you to a financial touchdown. The Cavaliers in business, 1st and 10 at the Redbirds 15. Persic going to pass. Plenty of time looking to the corner of the end zone.
Oh, incomplete.
Just overthrew his receiver. It was a nice lofted pass.
It looks like to Wyatt Kilday was the intended receiver.
So incomplete as that completion, of course, by the way, brought to you by Eureka Savings Bank. Visit them online or at their locations in LaSalle, Peru, Oglesby, Mendota, and Peru. Experience Eureka. Eureka Savings Bank brings you that LP Cavalier completion. It was a big one. Now to be 2nd and 10 Cavaliers at the 15 of Metamora. Persic back in the pistol, and Marian's going to pass again. Plenty of time. Now the pocket breaks down. He's going to run, and he is hammered inside the 15-yard line. And hopefully Marian's okay. He's a big guy, and he's not going to shy away from any contact.
Looks like he got about
down to the 12.
3 yards on that play.
So that'll set up a 3rd and about 7 for the Cavaliers. So the Cavaliers finding some success through the air. Persic to Wheatley on the big gain of 36 yards. But now it's 3rd and 8 for the LP Cavaliers inside the Derek Brayton red zone at the Metamora 13-yard line. Under 6.5 to play here in the first. Persic, straight drop back. Now he's rolling right. Looking, throwing in the corner.
Nope.
Overthrew the intended receiver.
Yeah,
and then Mikey Hartman.
Yeah, they had 2 receivers in the end zone in that corner, but that pass was just a little bit too high for Hartman.
So too much on that pass from the freshman quarterback Persic. Hartman got open for a second, but could not haul that in. I don't know if Josh Seneca would have even been able to bring that one in.
Yeah, I don't think so. But it was good play by the offensive line. Give him a little bit of time there. The new offensive lineman for the Cavaliers for the replacement is number 64, Ever McCormick, 5'11 junior. So this is his first meaningful time in varsity football.
No Seth Adams this year for the field goal. Cavaliers going to go for it. Persic fake handoff. He's got time throwing. Oh, he threw it behind his receiver. Boy, he probably would have had a first down, but the pass was just behind his receiver, and he could not haul it in. He was open, was the Cavalier receiver. Yeah, it was just behind him. And that'll be incomplete, a turnover on downs. So Persich just could not connect there, as again just threw it behind his receiver. He had him open. It was a nice design play on a 4th down, but both defenses step up when they need to. So Metamora will have 1st and 10 at their own 13. 6:12 to go. Cavaliers come up empty on that first drive. Whistles blow. And let's see what we have now. And there might be an equipment issue, perhaps, with a player for Metamora. A lineman has to come out. So they'll replace that lineman. The right tackle spot. Petrie in the pistol for Metamora. 1st and 10. Redbirds at their own 13. And there's a handoff.
It's not to number 1. It looks like number 4, perhaps.
Got it out to about the 14-yard line.
Yep, number 4 with the run. Parker McDonald.
Beavers made the tackle. Yeah, Parker McDonald with the carry. Beavers brought him down after a gain of a short 2, a long 1. The ball spotted just inside the Metamora 15. 2nd and 8, Metamora. And I don't see Jadon Cranford in there, Mike,
he is
number
not
1.
in here. It's interesting.
Petrie in the pistol. And he's going to pitch it out. And he's trying to get the corner. He's got some running room. Tripped up short of the 1st down.
Number 5, Brevin Vogel with the trip up there. Nice tackle, but I think he had to gain about 7-8 yards on that play.
That was Evan Keel with the carry. And he got tripped up about a yard short of the 1st down. So gain of about 7 on the pitch play. 3rd and 1 for Metamora. Was tackled inbounds, so the clock running under 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Scoreless so far between LP and Metamora. Third and short for Metamora. And they're going to hand it off. There is Cranford. Breaks a tackle.
Yep.
Boy, LP had a chance to get him in the backfield, but Cranford broke that tackle and got out to about the 27-yard line. Bringing him down was Josh Bickford for the Cavaliers, but that is Metamora's first down of the night. They move it out to the Redbird 27-yard line.
Yeah, you can tell he's quite a shifty runner and pretty powerful because Cavaliers had him in the backfield, but
you're not a big guy according to the program. 5'9", 190. Only a junior. 1st and 10 Redbirds. 3 receivers set. One of those receivers goes in motion. And they're going to pass it to him out of the backfield. Caught at the 24. The 30 gets a block. 35. And pushed out of bounds. Arzola was in the area for LP. So was Mikey Hartman. So they sent that receiver in motion. That was Avery Grebner. And just threw it behind the line of scrimmage. Grebner had a running start. And had about a 7-yard gain. We talked about Grebner, Mike. He was a big receiver last week for Metamora.
Yes, he was.
They mark it just inside the Redbird 35-yard line. 2nd down and 3 coming up for the home team.
Senior wide receiver for Metamora.
And LP might have jumped offside, and that's going to give Metamora a 1st down.
Yeah, I think it was that outside linebacker on the far side of the field that jumped a little bit.
Cameron Olivero. So that's a 3rd penalty so far in the first quarter by the Cavs. All from the 5-yard variety, and that does give Metamora a 1st down as it's 1st and 10 Redbirds at their own 40-yard line. Metamora, a big roster. I think they could rival Morris as far as seemingly
endless numbers.
Yeah, about every number they use from 1 to 99. That's a lot of similarities between Metamora and Morris, I would say.
Yeah.
And that ball is carried out to about the 45-yard line. And look like Cranford again with that carry.
Yep.
Beavers was there for LP. Gain of 5 for Cranford. 2nd down and 5. Ball spotted at the Metamora 45. They got their Redbird logo right at midfield. I think that's the same logo as the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, for us Cub fans, it's not a welcome sight.
Yeah.
The Cardinal, but yeah, I believe that looks just like the Arizona Cardinals.
2nd and 5 for Metamora. Let's see if Petrie goes to the air or stays on the ground. He's in a straight drop back pass.
Fake pass.
Going to tuck it under. And
nice play by Cavs defense there.
2 linebackers stayed at home for LP. They were Danny Beavers and Hackenberger.
Yep.
Hackenberger had an interception last week for LP. And that's going to force Metamora into a 3rd and 5 here at their own 45. So no gain for Petrie. He faked a quick out to his receiver, then tucked it under. And Hackenberger and Beavers weren't buying it, stayed at home and tackled the quarterback at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 5 coming up for Metamora. Going to be about 2:40 to go here in the first when this ball is snapped to Petrie. Big play here, 3rd and 5. Metamora in their own side of the field. Oh, there's a flag. They hand it off to Cranford. Turns the corner and fighting his way. Still going down the sideline. Unbelievable. He runs for 55, but let's see what the penalty is. Let's see what the penalty. Nope, it's not. It's on LP. How did he get away from the LP defenders? So that was going to be, I guess, another encroachment on LP?
No,
or?
the ref just called false start on the offense.
Okay, the head official signaled a touchdown.
Yeah, no, it was...
So cut the band. The band's playing, but they're not aware that it is a bring it back.
Yep. False start on the... I was going to say, they called it so early.
Yeah.
So false start on the offense.
First penalty.
Touchdown.
All right, first penalty of the night on Metamora. So it'll be 3rd and 10. Cranford, there was a Cavalier player that had a hold of his jersey near the sideline. He broke free and then had enough speed then just to run all the way down to the sideline. But we saw the flag thrown right away, and it was a false start.
He was able to stay in bounds.
Yeah.
He was right along the edge there.
So the first penalty of the night on the home team, and that's a big one.
Yep.
3rd and 10 coming up for Metamora instead of a touchdown. It's a long way to run for nothing.
That's big right there.
And all you would think, I'll have to see if Cranford is even out there. He's not out there. That takes him out of this play because he probably needs a breather after running over 50 yards. So no Cranford in here. 3rd and 10 for Metamora. See, the Cavaliers can put a little pressure on Petrie, and we're going to get a timeout. So the Redbirds head coach, Jared Grebner, calling a timeout. He's in his 5th year, 24 wins, 13 losses. Of course, Jose Medina in his 10th year for the Cavaliers. Timeout taken with 2:35 to go in this first quarter. We'll take another check of the Subway scoreboard. This is against some games are probably in the second half by now, Mike. Getting close.
Yeah, I would think so.
Some halftime scores. Erie Profits down 28-0 over Hall. Princeton at the half, 21-18 against Rock Ridge. Ottawa at half, 14-0 over Streeter. Eureka and St. Bede battling at the Academy, 21-17. Hornets over the Bruins. No scores reporting yet from Bureau Valley and Fieldcrest. Marquette running away with it at Madison, 29-6. And Seneca is probably going to have a running clock soon. Seneca leading Lyle at the half, 33-0.
Seneca's definitely turned themselves into a power.
Used to be a basketball school, of course.
Yep.
So Petrie going to pass. They're going to do a screen.
Nice
job.
play by the defense there.
Olivero blew it up.
Cam Olivero with a great play.
And it'll be incomplete. So 4th and 10. As he timed it right, too. He didn't hit it too early.
Nice play by the defense there.
Olivero. So 4th and 10 as a big penalty. You know, LP had a couple big penalties on their opening drive that hurt him. And that false start penalty for Metamora, wiping off a touchdown, and now the Redbirds will have to have their second punt of the night. They're at their 25-yard line, and back deep for LP is Arzola. Adrian standing at about his 30.
We'll see if he kicks it out of bounds again. Hartman comes into the game late.
Clock's running. It should have been running. LP gets a block punt.
The punt is blocked.
The block punt.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
The ball.
And the Cavaliers, I didn't see who blocked it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. The punter looks to be hurt, which I can see that because he got hammered when they got blocked.
So the Cavaliers make something happen there.
I think he just said Cam Olivero with the block. So we'll have to check the film, but that's 2 big plays in a row by Olivero.
You'll have to check with Sab, our video guy, and see if he can confirm if that was indeed number 32, Olivero, with the punt block. LP brought the heat, and the punter.
But I'm not sure. Is that Jaden Lambert? No, he's not the punter. He's just the tight end defensive lineman. But
add insult to injury there. Yeah. Metamora with an injury on the punt block. So the Cavaliers in business. 1st and 10 at the Metamora 21-yard line. So second time in this first quarter already that the Cavaliers will have the ball in well into the Metamora side of the field. Got to come away with some points here. Make it count. 1st and 10 LP. Persich. Marion going to pass. They run a screen. It's knocked down. Incomplete. And with the breakup for Metamora was Will Mishler, number 18. That's the first screen pass. LP did not throw a screen pass last week, and it kind of looked like Mariano was a little uncomfortable with that little short
defense coming at him quickly.
Yeah. In a way, almost lucky that wasn't picked off. It was tipped in the air.
Yeah, but the defensive lineman did the exact right thing to do. They put their hands up when they couldn't get to the quarterback.
So 2nd and 10 for the Cavaliers, and they have late substitutions, which will cause a timeout for the Cavaliers. It's their first timeout of the game. Each team has used a timeout. No score with 1:36 to go here in this first quarter. Cavaliers and Redbirds, 4th straight year. They've played each other. Metamora has won 3 in a row recently in this series, winning pretty easily last year at Howard Fellows Stadium. But again, the 2 years before that were very, very close games, one-possession games, in fact. Coming up at halftime, of course, we'll have some halftime stats. And we'll have a second half adjustment when we get there as well. Hopefully our adjustment is what we think the LP should do to maintain a lead. Cavaliers were in the red zone their first possession, came away with nothing. They started this drive just outside the red zone at the 21-yard line, and first play was an incomplete pass. We got another score,
Rochelle.
Mike?
Yeah, Rochelle is leading over Morton 22-8.
Okay.
So we'll be seeing Rochelle here in a couple weeks.
I know that makes the Metamora faithful happy. They're no fans of Morton.
I doubt it.
And Persich going to hand it off. Arzola.
Oh, he's
still going. Adrian's down about the 15-yard line. Hard run by Adrian Arzola of 6 yards.
Way too much yardage.
And again, the Cavaliers are inside the Derek Brayton, Edward Jones Financial Advisor red zone for the second time tonight. So now it's going to be 3rd and 4, and obviously, Mike, Cavaliers, you're looking at 2-down territory here.
Yeah, because I don't know the place kicker.
4-down territory.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if the place kicker is up to a field goal at this point.
So 3rd and 4. Persich going to hand it off to Arzola.
Ooh, he's going to have to get there quick.
Adrian got by, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown. Arzola. No flags.
No flags.
From 15 yards away, it looked like Metamora was going to tackle Arzola in the backfield.
He's going to have to get there
quick. Adrian was able to get through, and he's in the end zone. Kind of looked like Metamora's running back. Arzola. And Adrian Arzola gets to the house for 15 yards. And the Cavaliers jump on the board first. 6-0.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get stopped near the line of scrimmage, but he was able to break through the defense and scamper to a touchdown.
So this was an adventure last week, and the Cavaliers have a late substitution. You know they practiced the point after all week long, but they did not convert one last week. So here's a snap. It's good. The hold is down. The kick is up. Plenty of distance.
Good. Holy cow, he really kicked it.
And it is good. So big-time kick there by Jacob Gross. By the way, that touchdown, of course, brought to you by Town & Country Services, doing whatever it takes 24/7. Plumbing, electric, heating, and cooling for over 100 years. See everything they can do for you at townandcountryservices.com. And by the way, that extra point conversion is sponsored by Taylor Services. You can plan on scoring extra points in comfort with Taylor Services. They service all makes and models and carry today's most popular brands. So a highlight reel run by Adrian Arzola. That's Adrian's 3rd touchdown already this season.
Yeah, and that's we'll put that on for Dane for him for that touchdown.
So LP took advantage of great field position. And, of course, we got to give credit to that pump block by Olivero that set up LP with great field position. And Arzola showing some shiftiness where he got away from the Metamora defense. And the Cavaliers get on the board first. 15-yard run, finishing off a 21-yard drive for the Cavaliers, and they lead 7-0 with 56 seconds to go in the first. And right now you got a kicker in Jacob Gross, who is fired up beyond belief. So let's see if Jacob can put that into this kick and maybe kick it towards the end zone or in the end zone.
Nice
kick, into where it's going to be short. Guess who? Crandon at the 10, 20, 25. 30, 35. Turns it inside 50-yard line, so he's tackled at the 50. I mean, you can't. Now looking forward, Mike, you can't kick it to him on the kickoff.
No, Gio Lagrenzi with the tackle, but they brought it all the way out to midfield. So, yeah, they're going to either have to kick it down the totally opposite side of the field or even out of bounds. But, yeah, he can't touch the ball on a kickoff.
Looked like he may have had a chance to break it, but the Cavaliers tackle him at the 50. So about a 40-yard kick return by Cranford of Metamora. And 1st and 10 for the Redbirds right at midfield. 7-0 LP. Little different look now for Metamora for the first time tonight. 2 backs in the backfield. There is Keel. He's got some running room. He's tripped up at about the 41-yard line. He's close to the first down. That tackle was made by Brevin Vogel. Evan Kyle, I guess it's pronounced. Kyle.
Thank you.
Yep. And that's a gain of 9 for Metamora. We'll see if they get the last play in as the clock is ticking down under 30 seconds. Looking for the play clock.
22.
Yeah, they can basically let this one go because there's a few more seconds left on the play clock.
Yeah, they don't look to be too urgent there, so they'll probably let it run to the second quarter.
So the Cavaliers have the lead after 1 quarter in Metamora thanks to a 15-yard touchdown run from senior Adrian Arzola. We'll come back with the second quarter of action after this. Jeremy Aiken, Mike Porter from Metamora High School. The Redbirds are on the move. 2nd and 1 coming up at the LP 41. With 1 quarter in the books, it's Cavaliers 7, Redbirds nothing. Our Cavalier broadcast tonight and each and every night this season presented by Fiber Me Fast by Geneseo Communications. Back with the second quarter after this.
Digital future. Hi, it's Jan with First State Bank, and we're partnering with Illinois Valley Community College to bring you an exclusive cybersecurity event on October 2nd from 6 to 8 p.m. Join us as retired FBI cyber expert Scott Augenbaum gives vital insights to protect yourself and your business from cyber threats. Seats are limited, so register now at firststatebank.biz. The first 100 to register and attend will receive a copy of Scott's book, The Secret to Cybersecurity. Your journey to protect your digital footprint starts here. First State Bank, member FDIC.
The biggest games and the best matchups are on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Jeremy Aiken and Mike Porter back here. High atop the field at Metamora High School. The Redbirds have it 2nd and 1 at the Cavalier 41 as we begin the second quarter of play. And Petrie with a fake handoff. He's going to pass. Looking deep. Throwing it's going to be short. It fell well short of the intended receiver. They did a play action. Mark Frederick Jr. went deep. He had 2 Cavaliers on him. And the ball fell about 5 yards short. Of course, the second quarter tonight of Cavalier football is brought to you by Spring Valley City Bank, where financial success blossoms. Let it grow with Spring Valley City Bank, your winning partner in every season. So hope for a thrilling second quarter here as it gets off to a good start with an incomplete pass for Metamora. 3rd and short for the Redbirds at the Cavalier 41-yard line. We're just 1 play into this second quarter. Petrie at quarterback for Metamora.
Oh, I don't know about that.
He kind of fumbled, but he gets the first down. Yeah, give the quarterback credit.
Yeah.
He made a decision once he kind of juggled the ball a little bit.
Yeah, it looked
like he was about the only guy moving there, Mike.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
So Petrie, gets 2 yards. And that's enough. That's plenty for Metamora to move the chains. 1st and 10, Redbirds at the Cavalier 39-yard line. 7-0 LP as we're early in the second quarter. Again, Metamora won the coin toss and chose to receive, so the Cavaliers will get the ball to start the second half. There's a run up the gut. Big pile at about the 37 of LP.
Kyle again.
Kyle with a carry. Near the bottom of the pile for the Cavaliers was number, looked like Santiago was there. So it'll be second down and about 8 for Metamora. Kyle in the backfield again, next to Petrie for Metamora. They'll spread it out a bit with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And
quarterback
keeper by Petrie spins inside, puts his head down. Wow, nice hard run by their quarterback. He gets it inside the 30 and probably has enough for the first down.
Close. It's going to be either third and very short or first down here.
No indication that it is a first down yet. We'll see if we get our first measurement of the year. Third down and short. They're going to take a long look.
Yep, they're going to measure it.
So they're going to bring the chain gang out. Yeah, we did not see the chain gang in week 1. Don't see them too often anymore.
Well, I got to have them earn their money here.
Well, they're already probably getting home later than they thought they would, the chain gang.
Yes.
Give us a chance to update some other scores. Brought to you by Subway. Princeton Rock Ridge going in the second half. And it is a first down for Metamora. So they'll have a first and 10 at the Cavalier 29. Gary Prophetstown adds another score. They're up 34-0 against Hall. Eureka 24-17 over St. Bede. Ottawa Streeter still 14-0 in the third quarter. That game is early in the third. So St. Bede once again playing really good competition and hanging in there. First and 10 for Metamora at the 29 of LP. And Petrie going to pass. Looking. Just dropped it.
I tell you, number 3, Eden Cody, had the ball in his hands, but just took his eyes off it and dropped it.
Yeah, they did. They didn't like that slant. And Cote, like you mentioned, Mike, I think he was almost surprised he was that wide open. Mm-hmm. And Petrie threw it right at the numbers. Yep. Quarterback did what he needed to do, and thankfully for the Cavs, the ball was dropped. So it'll be second and 10 at the LP 29. Clock stopped at 10:14 to go here in this second quarter.
Cranford back in the game here.
See if he gets the ball, and he will. Yes, he goes up the middle. He looks like a Madden player where you're hitting the juke button, like Barry Sanders, if I dare compare him to that. He gets it down about the 20, just inside the 25.
Yep, Josh Bickford with that tackle.
Gain of 4. You're doing pretty good if you hold Cranford to 4 yards.
Yeah, he's just so shifty. You really got to have 2 hands on him at all times. That's giving him 5 yards there.
Third and 5 inside the 25 of LP. Cranford in the backfield next to Petrie. See if Cranford gets the ball again. He's been kind of the one game-breaking player so far for Metamora. And Cranford going to get it. Nice job.
Play by the defense.
The Cavaliers.
Yeah, Mikey Hartman in the backfield was the first one to hit him.
Hartman there. Also there for LP was Hackenberger. Yep. The Cavaliers had 3 or 4 players reading that one. I think everybody in the stadium knew that number 1 was getting the ball.
Yeah, I think he lost a yard on that play.
He should have, yeah. He's back behind. He's at the 26, so lost almost 2.
Okay.
So now Metamora going to go for it. Fourth down and short 7 along 6, I guess you could say. Cranford going to stay in the game in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right of Petrie. Big play here. 8:45 to go in the half. Let's see if the Cavalier defense can come up with one.
Be smart here.
Petrie under pressure, running, throws, and it's incomplete. Arzola was all over the receiver, and turnover on downs.
Yep.
LP put pressure on the quarterback, and he was looking at the sideline, and unable to haul that one in was Eden Cote for Metamora. So another great job, Mike, by the LP defense.
Well, I mean, the quarterback ran, outside here, and he really limited himself. He kind of ran out of room. So he had to throw the ball, and the receiver was just right on the line, and Arzola had a great play there and prevented that first down.
Hey, you hear about that, Mike, a lot where the sideline is kind of an extra defender, and that was the case there as Petrie got really close to the Metamora sideline and boxed himself in. And it was just one-on-one coverage there, and nice job by Arzola just hanging all over the receiver. And this was a problem we saw last week and last season where LP had to use a timeout after.
A change of possession here. I mean, offense should always be ready, to go at a moment's notice. And for them to have to call timeout, and like you said, we saw it numerous times last week where the play clock was getting down to 5, 4, and 3 before they had to, burn a timeout. So Cavalier offense needs to really get organized.
First half, you can, it doesn't bite you as much.
Sure.
But boy, you get the second half of a close game and you're needing timeouts. So Coach Jose Medina takes the timeout. That's the second one used by the LP Cavaliers. So the Cavaliers take the ball over here as part of the second quarter. Again, tonight's thrilling second quarter brought to you by Spring Valley Citibank. 7-0 LP. 8:37 to go here in this first half on senior night for Metamora. Again, the Redbirds went on the road last week and handled Sterling 28-9. And the Cavaliers came from behind and beat United Township 18-16. Marian Persic, the freshman quarterback, in for the Cavaliers at their own 26. Straight drop back by Marian. Pocket collapses, throwing deep over the middle. And just overthrew Zellers. Man, Zellers had a step.
Yes, he did.
On the defender. So just, one step away from maybe taking that one all the way. Persic incomplete, looking for Zellers over the middle.
Yeah, Zellers was being covered by Cranford, so a lot of speed with those two.
Yep. Kind of like making Cranford run around and work a lot on defense.
Yep.
And he's got his hands at his side, and that's you see that where he's kind of gasping for air a little bit. So second down and 10 for the Cavaliers at their own 26-yard line. Clock stops at 8:29 here in the second quarter. Persic hands it off. Nope, he's going to keep it. Marian turns it inside. 25, still going, 30. And lunges forward, Marian, to about the 32. So that's that athletic ability that we've been hearing a lot about from the freshman, Marian Persic. And he gets about 6. He was close to getting a lot more, just couldn't break one more tackle. Did a heck of a job to get the 6 yards.
He worked hard just to get that 6.
Yeah. So third down and 4 for the Cavaliers at their own 32-yard line. The freshman Persic right there showing his size and athleticism.
And it was a good fake because it looked like he handed the ball off, but he went around the corner and gained 6 yards.
Third and 4 Cavaliers at their own 32. Let's see if they can convert this third down. Persic going to call his own number. Pushing forward. And
I don't think he's going to be short.
So nice effort by Marian. But
they gave him a good spot, but just short of the 35, 36-yard line.
Yeah, he needed the 36, and he was stood up at the 35. And just didn't have the lineman behind him to give him an extra push. This could be a gutsy call for LP, Mike. It's fourth and less than 1, really.
Yeah, last week we had Ricky Santiago doing the punting, so I don't know if he's out there. It doesn't appear that the Cavs are looking to punt this ball, so it is a very big gamble here.
Dare we say Riverboat Jose. You always hear about the Riverboat Ron Rivera, who takes chances and gambles. Coach Medina, he's got a timeout to work with, though, so maybe they try to even draw him off sides and then use that last timeout.
Oh, they just,
Metamora.
Jeremy, you just made the call of the night there.
Wow. And I was looking at the play clock, Mike. It was down to almost 0, so if Metamora would have just waited. Wow. So first and 10, LP gave Metamora a first down, a freebie in the first quarter. And the Redbirds, too much anticipation there, and all Persich really did, he just clapped his hands, didn't even get to a hard count.
No.
And LP gets a fresh set of downs at their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Now
there's
LP.
another off. There's a false start by Beavers on the outside here, so the 5 yards will come
back.
back.
Give it back, yeah. So both teams with a couple plays to forget here.
Yeah, that's the third false start of the Cavaliers offense in the first half.
Is that 5 penalties so far for the Cavs, I think? 4 or 5?
Four.
First one of the second quarter.
Yep.
First and 15 for the Cavs at their own 35-yard line. Persich straight drop back pass. Has plenty of time throwing, and we got a flag.
I think there might be offensive or pass interference.
Is it going to be pass interference?
I don't know. It looks like at 13,
Zellers got behind and it was the back judge who was near the intended receiver. Let's see if we're going to get a pass interference.
Illegal man downfield.
Okay, so it's going against the Cavaliers.
Was he? Yep.
All right, first down, and it's going to be 1st and 20 now.
Yep, looks like they said that one of the linemen was past that, 5 yards over the line of scrimmage? 3 yards maybe?
So the 5th penalty of the first half by the Cavaliers. Yep. And just another chance, I guess, in one way for Marion to show off his arm there. 1st and 20 for the Cavs at their own 30. So, yeah, the first down marker is at the 50. Persich a handoff as we kind of take a breath. That was Brevin Vogel, number 5, Vogel with a carry. Maybe got a yard. They'll give him 2, it looks like, out to the 32. So 2nd and 18. We're more than halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, the game's moving along pretty well right now.
Hopefully he didn't just jinx it. 2nd and 18 at the own 32 for LP. Medina going to be wide and left. Andy Medina, who caught a touchdown pass last week. Persich dropping back to pass. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Throws, and it's intercepted. That's a freshman right there.
Yep.
He threw it with his left hand. And it is intercepted by Metamora. Should have just took the sack. Shea Seals with the interception. So big turnover as Persich was going to be sacked, but he'd rather have that as he switched hands. Threw it with it, just kind of barely threw it with his left hand, and it went right into the breadbasket of the awaiting Redbird.
Yep, that was who made the interception mistake there on that play.
So 1st and 10, Metamora now at the
screen pass.
LP 30 there, running a screen. Nice job running it down.
Great play.
Number 65 for the Cavaliers. Was Bo Lawrence.
Nice play by Bo.
Brought down number 1 Cranford from behind. Part of that was
that a screen pass?
Yeah, it was. And Cranford basically was in the back pocket of his lineman, but the lineman wasn't moving faster than Lawrence was for LP. And that's why Bo was able to come and get Cranford for a 3-yard loss. So 2nd and 13, Metamora at the LP 33. That's a 3-yard loss on first down. And now all of a sudden we're seeing a lot more Cranford here with Metamora trailing 7-0. Petrie's going to hand it off to Cran. No, Petrie still got it.
He kept it.
And he's got some running room. 20, puts his head down. He's inside the 15. Tackled by Arzola. Wow, that fooled everybody up here in the press box. As Petrie ran it, and he got it all the way inside the red zone, down to about the 11. 22 yards on that quarterback keeper for Petrie. So 1st and 10, Metamora at the LP 11. As Petrie with the, I think by far that's probably one of the biggest plays for Metamora. I don't know if Cranford's had a bigger one.
No, that's the biggest play of the game here so far.
Cranford checks out now for Metamora. 1st and 10 at the 11.
Kyle gets the ball, it looks like.
Not much there. Beavers was there for LP. Also Bickford in the area for the Cavaliers. And partner, you're correct. That was
2-yard gain there.
Evan Kyle.
Yep.
We're going to give them a long one, I guess.
Okay.
Metamora can get a first down as the first down marker is at the Cavalier 1-yard line. Counting down, they're going to be about 3.5 minutes to go here in this first half when this ball is snapped to Petrie. See if the Cavalier defense can come up with a big stand. They've kept Metamora off the scoreboard for almost a full half here. 7-0, Petrie. And we got a timeout, perhaps?
Nope, there's a penalty flag on the play.
And LP must have lined off offsides.
Looks like it. The offense is clapping, so.
6th penalty of this first half on the Cavaliers, 1 on Metamora. It was a big one against the Red. Well, actually, 2. They had the biggest penalty of the night, the one that brought the touchdown back.
Yep, 2 offsides, 3 false starts, and an illegal man downfield.
So now it's 2nd down and 4, Metamora at the 5-yard line. And Petrie going to hand it off to Kyle. He's tackled by Medina.
Yep, short of the end zone there. Short of the first down, too.
And short of the first down. Give him 2, I would say. So it'll be 3rd and 2 coming up, close to 1.5. Yeah, actually gain 2 because they'll mark it at the 3 of LP. Now Metamora kind of hurrying things up a little bit. Cranford in the backfield, 3rd and 2. They're going to hand it off to Cranford, and nothing.
He got stuffed in the backfield.
Nothing there. 3 or 4 Cavaliers pushed him back.
Mikey Hartman was first, once again in the backfield.
And yeah, Hartman was there. Olivero as well.
Yep.
And let's see. Well, how much are they going to give him forward progress? Oh, they pushed him back to the 5.
Yeah, so it must have been a loss of 1 or 2. So that's 4th and 4.
4th and 4. So a loss of full 2 yards.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we
play
go
for the Cavs defense here. Boy, if they could stop them here, that'd be something.
And 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Play clock down to 5. Metamora's got 2 timeouts. Down to 1.
Yep.
And they got to call a timeout. Yeah, yep. Coach Grebner saw that. They were down to 1 on the play clock. They weren't going to get the ball snapped.
No.
In high school, they may not be like the NFL, where the NFL tends to give the benefit of the doubt. How many times have you seen Aaron Rodgers where the clock hits 0 and they go ahead and give him another at least a second usually to snap
you
the
also
ball?
see in the NFL last night the assistant coaches calling timeouts from the sideline, which is, according to rules, is not legal. So Kansas City got away with that one.
Well, when you're that good, it seems like you do get away with things that other teams don't. 2 straight Super Bowl titles. The most powerful woman in the world is a fan of your team. So a lot going for the Chiefs right now. And a lot going good for LP as they are up 7-0 against Metamora. 1:55 to go in this first half. And
biggest play of the game right now.
Metamora 4th and 4 at the LP1. And what's also nice is, they may shy away from Cranford because LP knocked them for a loss his last time.
Yep.
Petrie's actually been the most effective runner on this drive, their quarterback.
Yep.
So watch
Petrie
number
and Kyle
16.
for sure, but Cranford is in the backfield.
To the right of Petrie, a tight formation for Metamora. They're going to pitch it to Cranford. 5. Gets in there.
I think I think there's a penalty flag on the tackle.
Face mask, so it's going to be a touchdown for Cranford.
Yeah, he just got to the corner and they just could not catch him. So he just ran as fast as he could, obviously, and no one on LP could catch him. But yeah, there is a penalty flag, personal foul, I'm guessing.
So I guess it would be marked on the kickoff.
Right.
So 5 yards. Cranford does get in, as what they decided to do, Mike, was go to the outside. And they figured up the middle was not working very well.
Yep.
Did he get in? Nobody signaled it.
Yeah,
we got a signal touchdown.
So we're still waiting.
Okay, like everything else.
Or do they give him a first down? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, the officials are going to talk about it.
I was going to say, I don't know. I mean, I thought it was a touchdown. Yep, so they're going to, looks like they're going for
2. Okay. 7-6 LP with the lead, but Metamora on the board, and Petrie going to run with it.
He's got
he gets to the corner for the 2-point conversion. So the Cavalier defense forced him to the limit, pushed him to the limit there. They had a 4th down and 4, and they went back to Cranford, but they pitched it to the outside. He just did get in, and Metamora, with 1:49 to go here in the first half, gets a lead, their first lead of the night, 8-7 over the Cavaliers. We still got 1:49 to go in this first half, and of course the Cavaliers will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, so if the Cavs can just do something here on offense, get a couple first downs, get some momentum going into halftime.
I'd say, Mike, if you were asked most Cavalier fans, if you're near halftime, trailing just 8-7 at Metamora, I think you'd be pretty happy with the position they're in.
I believe so, yes.
And again, the Cavaliers can do something here before the break.
Yeah, their offense has done pretty well, honestly. I mean, they've had quite a few incomplete passes, but when they've been able to run the ball, Arzola's been doing really well.
And they got to stay away from the false starts and little 5-yard penalties here and there.
Yeah, 6 penalties and a half is not something that's sustainable over a season. So
back deep for LP is Arzola, and they're going to kick it to about the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh, Arzola's gone. Arzola is going.
He is gone. There are no flags.
Not one. Arzola with the touchdown return like he did last week.
I'd say that's 95 yards, Mike. He caught it about the 5-yard line. Wow, Adrian Arzola to the house for the second straight week. He had an 86-yard touchdown return or kick return last week. They kicked it to him. They kicked it away from him the first time, but they kicked it to him that time, and Arzola made Metamora pay. Goes to the house, 95 yards. That LP touchdown brought to you by Town & Country Services. Doing whatever it takes 24/7. Plumbing, electric, heating, and cooling for over 100 years. See everything they can do for you at townandcountryservices.com. Arzola's 4th touchdown of the season. 1 running, 1 receiving, and 2 kick return touchdowns.
Yeah, that's a great start to a season for a high school player, huh?
And now Gross is trying to go 2 for 2 tonight on the extra points. Trying to make it 14-8 LP. Snap is down. The kick is up. Plenty of distance.
Good. It is.
And the Cavaliers have their second extra point of the night. It's sponsored by Taylor Services. You can plan on scoring extra points in comfort with Taylor Services. They service all makes and models and carry today's most popular brands. Boy, this place got quiet in a hurry. After that Cranford touchdown, they were starting to get into this one. But Arzola takes them right back out of it. 95-yard kick return by Arzola. 14 seconds after Metamora took the brief lead on their touchdown. And again, the PAT was good. So the Cavaliers jump back ahead 14-8. I'm going to go with unofficially 95.
I'm going to say 95, yeah.
Yeah, he would look like he was right at the 5-yard line when Adrian caught that one.
I'm going to guess that they're not going to kick to him for the rest of the evening.
And I would hope LP does not kick to Cranford.
No, absolutely.
Because this thing could turn right back around with the number 1 getting the ball for Metamora here.
Yep.
And he's back there deep for the Redbirds.
So we need a squib kick along the ground here to the midfield.
I think that is the best approach, is a nice squib kick. Both teams only have 1 timeout, so that bodes well.
That touchdown does give Metamora some time.
You're right. Yeah, we are still in the first half, folks. It's 9 o'clock. It is 9 o'clock, and we just got 9 o'clock, and we're still in the first half. And let's see if Gross does. Yes, it is a squib. That's the right move to make. Oh, it hits a player, but a Redbird player was behind him, and he runs out of bounds about the 33. Wow.
Yep, that's good. So Landon Zeller has pushed the return man out of bounds, which is good.
Yeah. So 1:30 left here in this first half. LP has jumped right back ahead, 14-8. And this is indeed a thrilling second quarter, brought to you by Spring Valley City Bank. So, and boy, Mike, if LP can prevent Metamora from scoring here, Cavaliers get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, put a lot of pressure on the defense here, so we'll see what they can do.
And Metamora coming out, you got to think throwing here. They're looking for some points before the half. Petrie going to keep it and turns
nice
inside. Olivero was right there.
Right there. Yep, Olivero with the first one for the quarterback.
Also there was Caden Small for LP. Let's see if Metamora hurries or not. They may not after getting no gain on that. They're really not in much of a rush.
No, they have one timeout left, like you said earlier, but yeah, they're not any sort of hurry-up offense.
Probably figuring if they break a big one here, then they'll be a little more assertive.
I think Morris would have had 3 plays by now.
Rochester would have had 6.
Oh, yeah, Rochester would have been down the field.
Well, Petrie going to air it out, looking and knocked
nice
away.
Play.
Guess who?
Nice play.
Adrian Arzola.
Wow. with the defensive backfield play, knocking the ball down. So he's been all over the field.
Adrian had time to turn around and knock it away from the intended receiver, Mark Frederick Jr. for Metamora.
Yeah, he got a touchdown, long touchdown last week, I believe.
Yeah. That's a really nice call for Metamora because you figure let's air it out. Maybe you get a pass interference.
Yep, absolutely.
And even if, if LP intercepts that, it's almost like a punt. So 3rd and 10, 49 seconds to go. Let's see if Metamora just runs this one and runs it out, or if they try to make something happen there. Oh, Petrie's going to run and breaks a few tackles shy of the 40. Pretty big collision there between Petrie and a couple. Looks like Medina was with the tackle. Now, if you're Metamora, if you're LP, you call a timeout, right? Make them punt it, I would think. Yeah, somebody took a timeout, whether it was LP or Metamora.
Well, yeah, they would have to do something. There's 31 seconds in the game and 28 on the game clock, so...
Yeah, but I think if you're LP, you got to make Metamora punt it.
Yep.
Never know what can happen.
Yep.
31 seconds to go. LP 14-8 over Metamora after the 95-yard kick return by Arzola. So I can't believe Metamora would go for this, but at the same time, I think if you're LP, you almost maybe don't even send anybody back, and you just make sure they don't fake it and get a first down.
That's right, because LP doesn't need a return; they can just down the ball if they get it. So yeah, play smart and plan for a fake.
And don't don't go off sides and get a first down here. Yep. I'm sure the coaching staff told the guys that.
Yeah, that'd definitely be a first down here on 4th and 3.
They added a few seconds, so 35 ticks to go here in this first half. 14-8 LP leading Metamora at Metamora.
Yeah, nothing silly here. No hitting the punter.
And what worries you, Mike, it worries me, is Petrie is their punter or their quarterback, so he can do a lot of things with the ball.
There's no one back to return.
Yep. LP's going to stay at home and don't run into them. I mean, they don't. Nope. Petrie gets it off. And it's going to take a Cavalier bounce, kind of a neutral bounce, I guess.
Yep, stay away.
Clock's running down to 23 seconds left, down at the 36. And if I'm LP, I just kind of take a knee.
Don't even do anything.
Yep, take a knee and go to the half with a lead here at Metamora, 14-8. So a 25-yard punt for the Redbirds. We'll have a scoreboard update. We already have a final in one of our local games. They had a running clock in that one, so that helped with that one. So 15 seconds left. LP's got to get out there. I mean, a 5-yard penalty is not really going to matter much.
No, just
you still rather stop
the clock here.
Having those. And they're not going to take the knee. Persich is in the pistol. They're going to pass. The aggressiveness for LP. Marion's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked. He held on to the ball this time, though. Didn't try to force something. And he's okay. So Metamora is going to end the half with a sack. And that's it. So the clock will run out.
Yep.
And we're going to go to the half with the Cavaliers in the lead. Yes, you heard that right. LP in Metamora winning tonight right now, 14-8 over the Redbirds. Both teams 1-0. The Cavaliers We'll get the ball when we start the second half. LP 14, Metamora 8. Back with our halftime show after this on 103.9 WLPO and on YouTube, Starved Rock Media.
Your internet buffering when you need it most? You need Fiber Me Fast, powered by Geneseo Communications. Fiber Me Fast 100% underground fiber network keeps you up and running with lightning fast speeds. And you get local customer service and support, unlimited data, free professional installation, and a free modem with your service agreement, all for less money. If you need a faster, more reliable connection for streaming, gaming, or working remotely, you need Fiber Me Fast, powered by Geneseo Communications Fiber Internet. Learn more and register your address at fibermefast.com.
You can get pretty banged up playing football no matter which side of the ball you play. And sometimes, no matter how defensively you drive, your car gets banged up due to an accident. If you've had an accident, LaSalle Body and Fender has just the play for your auto body, fender, collision, or dent repair needs. LaSalle Body and Fender has been in the Illinois Valley providing excellent auto repair for 4 generations, and they work with all insurance companies. When your car gets sacked, call LaSalle Body and Fender, and you can call them for 24-hour towing, 223-0598.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Illinois at highschoolofficials.com.
Here we go, folks. It's a game changer in Spring Valley. Mike and his all-star team have transformed the locker room into the ultimate sports hub. The crowd's on their feet for the store's top-notch sports apparel, cutting-edge equipment, all your team essentials. And did I mention fan gear? This is the moment. Support your local team with the best in the biz. Swing by the locker room or head online to lockerroombpb.com. The Locker Room in Spring Valley, the undisputed champion of sports shops and service in Starved Rock Country.
A heads up about the Walk to End Alzheimer's this Saturday in Ottawa. Events start at 8:30, and they're about halfway toward their goal. Why don't you join in? Search out the details at alz.org. That's alz.org.
Do you see yourself traveling, working part-time, or moving somewhere warmer when you retire? Hi, I'm Derek Brayton, your Oglesby Edward Jones financial advisor, and I want to help make your retirement goals a reality. Let's talk about where you are, where you want to be, and how we get you there. Together, we can plan for the expected and make sure you're ready for the unexpected. Call me at 815-883-9556 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
You guys just didn't want it bad enough. That should have been an easy win. What were you doing out there? You got to hustle. You could have made that play if you'd been open.
On the car ride home after the game, when you think you're helping by telling me what I did wrong and what I need to work on, all I hear is that I'm not good enough, that I'm supposed to be perfect, that it's not okay to lose. On the car ride home, all I need to hear is how much you love me and enjoy watching me play, that my worth isn't determined by my performance, that even on my worst day, I am worthy. That you see me learning, growing, and doing my best. And that is enough.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
If Tom Petty, Bob Seeger, and John Mellencamp are some of your favorite players, stick around after the game. 103.9 WLPO, Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Jeremy Aiken and Mike Porter back here at Metamora High School. We're at halftime, and good news. Cavaliers leading Metamora 14-8 as we begin our halftime show, brought to you by The Locker Room. As the team's headed to the locker room, maybe you should too. Go to lockerroombbbp.com for all your sports gear, or stop in at East St. Paul Street in downtown Spring Valley. I'm going to go over the scoring summary here. Adrian Arzola got things going in the first half with a 15-yard touchdown, or first quarter, 15-yard touchdown run with 56 ticks to go. Gross for LP added the PAT, Jacob Gross. So the Cavaliers led after 7-0. Metamora then took the lead with 1:49 to go in the second. Jadon Cranford ran one in on a 4th down run from 5 yards out. Petrie added the 2-point conversion. And then the ensuing kickoff, Metamora kicked it down to the 5-yard line. Adrian Arzola for LP for the second straight time this year, second straight game. Returned to kick this one for 95 yards. Gross added the PAT, and that's where we stand. 14-8 LP at the half. One turnover in the first half, and it was an interception thrown by Marian Persic. That was in the second quarter, and there was also a big play in the first half, which set up the first score for LP, and that was a block punt for the Cavaliers, which really, in a way, that's almost as good as a turnover, Mike, even though, officially it's not, but that set up LP with great field position. I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Mike Porter, who has some first half stats, which are brought to you this season by Heartland Auto Body, where quality repairs meet hometown care. Get back on the road with confidence. Heartland Auto Body, your local repair experts. Mike, some first half numbers?
Yeah, so it's been really the Adrian Arzola show once again. He's led the team in rushing, 37 yards on 6 attempts. Marion Persic had 5 yards, and Brendan Vogel kicked in with 2. As far as the passing game goes, pretty quiet tonight. 1 for 6 for that big play of 36 yards. But the penalty yards kind of offset that with 35 yards in penalties. Of course, we've got our 95-yard kickoff return, which was obviously the play of the game so far. The catch by Cordell Wheatley was a really nice catch here, putting LP really deep into Metamora territory. They unfortunately did not score at that time, but I think one of the stars of the game has been the defense.
Yeah.
They've been playing really good ball. Of course, Olivero's been all the field, Beavers, Medina, Hartman, they've all been contributing on the defensive side of the ball. So great job so far in the first half.
Thanks a lot, Mike, with our first half stats. Again, brought to you by our friends at Heartland Auto Body. We're going to take another break. You're listening to the Locker Room Halftime Show. We're going to come back, and Mike's going to go over some LP activities and other athletics this weekend. Here at Metamora, halftime LP 14, Metamora 8. You're listening to Cavalier football and watching Cavalier football. 103.9 WLPO on the radio, and of course, Star Rock Media on YouTube. Our broadcast of Cavalier football presented by Fiber Me Fast by Geneseo Communications. Back after this.
Friendly neighborhood Bex is a proud supporter of LaSalle Peru Cavalier football. The next time you're out, make sure you stop into Bex. Whether you need to fill up, grab a snack and a drink, or treat yourself to some delicious Godfather's pizza, stop in Bex. Bex, offering fuel, food, and friendly faces in 18 central Illinois locations, including LaSalle, Peru, and Oglesby. Everyone at Bex wishes the Cavaliers a fun and safe season.
As temperatures start to drop, make sure you're ready for the worst with the tune-up from Taylor Services. Their experts will make sure your system's running smoothly to keep you cozy so you never have to hear,
Dad, I'm cold.
And if your furnace is more trick than treat, Taylor Services carries top brands like Goodman and Amana to keep you comfortable in every season. Search Taylor Services Oglesby today, then call and cozy up with your new HVAC guy, Matt Taylor. Taylor Services will help you beat the heat and kill the chill.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Hard to believe, but it happens every day, right here in the Illinois Valley. People use checking accounts that don't pay them a dime of interest. Even worse, they pay fees just to use their own money. Illinois Valley Credit Union has a better way. Members of IBCU enjoy high-yield checking, paying 3% interest with no monthly fees or minimum balance. If you live, work, or worship in LaSalle, Bureau, or Putnam counties, you can become an IBCU member and open your own high-yield checking account. Visit ibcu.com or in person in Brew or Princeton today to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by the NCUA.
In school sports, it's easy to see the wins, the moments that make headlines. But there's so much work that goes unseen for any of it to happen. My name is Phil Risen, and I'm the Executive Director of the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Throughout the country, athletic administrators dedicate countless hours to making life-changing opportunities possible for student athletes through sports. Their sacrifice is fueled by the belief that every student can grow and deserves their time to shine. On behalf of the NIAAA, we want to thank every athletic administrator for your tireless dedication to providing 7.8 million students across the country a path to a better future.
This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Hi, I'm Marty Persich, owner of Map Quality Fencing and Decks. My son Marion is the new freshman quarterback of your LaSalle Peru Cavaliers. His grind and dedication on the field is something that inspires us here every day at Map Quality Fencing. We channel that same dedication into every project we do, offering many low-maintenance fence and deck options that are backed by lifetime warranties. So whether you're in need of a brand new deck or a safe place for your pets to roam, give us a call today at 815-579-2435 or visit mapqualityfencing.com.
The best fair in Illinois returns today through Sunday, the Sandwich Fair. 5 days of family fun featuring carnival rides, livestock judging, harness racing, and tons of vendors. Tonight, the Sandwich Fair welcomes country star Riley Green.
There was this girl drinking her hand, half of me wants a cold beer.
Riley Green tonight at the Sandwich Fair.
You picked a damn good day to leave me, sitting here cooler full of Keystone, nothing to do but fish all day long. We stand for the flag, and if you don't like it, we don't care. So we do things a little different around here.
One of the oldest continuing county fairs in the state of Illinois, the Sandwich Fair, today through Sunday. For tickets and information, visit sandwichfair.com.
Hey, help out the Streator High School Bulldog Food Pantry. They need more ramen noodles, also granola bars, goldfish, and snack crackers, deodorant, shower gel, shampoo, pancake mix, and lots more. Drop them off at the front office. You can see the whole list at the Streator Ag Friends, Family, and Alumni Facebook page.
Starved Rock Local Mornings with Rod and Tom on 103.9 WLPO.
Jeremy Aiken, Mike Porter back at Metamora High School as we continue our locker room halftime show. And now it's time to turn it over to my partner, Mike Porter, as we're going to go over some of the LP weekend activities.
Yeah, well, fall sports are in full swing here at LP, so a busy weekend for all the athletes at LaSalle Peru. The girls varsity volleyball team have a match at Rock Falls, and they've been very successful so far this year. I believe I saw they were 9-0 so far. So the girls volleyball teams are doing great. The girls varsity swimming team is at the Sterling Invite. The girls varsity tennis team is at the Pekin Invite. Girls freshman tennis, there's an LP Fresh Soft Invite being held at the LP Sports Complex tomorrow. The girls varsity golf team is playing at Oak Ridge versus Ottawa. The boys varsity junior varsity golf team are at Princeton, and the boys JV soccer team is in the Oregon tournament. So quite a bit of stuff going on, and it's just going to continue on for the rest of the fall. So it's good to see the LP athletes getting out there.
Yeah, the fall sports season definitely well underway, and yeah, Coach Habs, it's almost as the sun's going to rise. LP volleyball is good again. They're 9-0, you mentioned, and
yeah, well, they went down to Springfield and won that tournament, and that's always been a big tournament early season. So congratulations to them, and keep it up.
Yeah, hopefully they continue winning this weekend, and I'm going to have to make sure to get on out and see a Cavalier volleyball game. I know they've only had a couple home matches so far.
Mostly away, yep.
But they'll have more home matches as the season moves along and they get into conference play. So looking forward to that, and obviously going out to the athletics complex too to see soccer and tennis, and it's a beautiful, turning into each and every year, it just turns into a more beautiful complex out north side of the
their
South.
LP's doing a lot of improvements, not only out there. Of course, the football stadium had some improvements done this fall before the season started, and I know even inside the gym at the school, they've got a new video board. So making the volleyball and basketball games much more exciting during their seasons.
So it's something to look forward to, and also always look forward to this as my partner does some research wherever we go on the road, which of course tonight's On the Road is brought to you by Dressbach Distribution, and we're in Metamora tonight. I think the GPS from one broadcast lane in Oglesby had us at I think it was about a 48-minute drive or so.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
No, not too bad. And so we got down here in nice time, and Mike, as he always does, looks at kind of what the visitors have as far as famous alums and just some nuggets of info from Metamora.
Yeah, as far as notable alums, there really aren't. There's only a couple on there that I don't know if many people would know about, but there was a Purdue quarterback from 1990, Caleb Terbush. I hadn't heard of that person. Kenny Robertson was an NCAA wrestler and became a pro MMA fighter. Probably the most famous one, and it's actually very recent, of course, is Anna Poplawski. She is a swimmer, and she participated in the Paris Olympics just this past summer and earned a silver medal in a relay, I believe. So I know they honored her right when school started here in Metamora. So something to really be proud of, to have an Olympian as an alumnus. So that's pretty impressive there. As far as that's really all I had for Metamora, honestly.
Well, that'll work. Now we'll work on where we at in our next road game is. It's a ways away. 3 weeks
we've
away.
got 3 weeks to go, and then I believe we're going to be at Sycamore, perhaps.
I think that's right. So we'll work on that as we hit the road in a few weeks. But we're going to be home for a while. So we'd love to go home at 2-0 and finish up this win. Let's take a break. We come back. We'll get ready for second half action. I'm going to ask my partner how the LP Cavaliers can bring this one home. We're going to form it in the way of a second half adjustment. And I guess we're going to talk about just what LP has to do to maintain this lead. 14-8 over Metamora. We'll be back with more Locker Room Halftime Show coverage after this.
Stay connected to what's important this fall. With Surf's affordable fiber-fast internet, you can stay connected to friends and family with unlimited data caps, no throttling, and no lagging for as low as $25 a month with AutoPay. With our all-in pricing and price lock guarantee, there are no hidden fees and no surprises. And as a local provider, with customer service representatives from your community, we understand your needs and are here to help. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas. Go to surfinternet.com to learn more and for full offer details.
Hey, yo, who closed last night? They didn't stack any cups. Wait, where are the cups?
Oh, yeah, we ain't got no cups.
What do you mean we ain't got no cups? We need cups.
Look no further than Dressbach Distributing. Locally owned and located right here in the Illinois Valley, Dressbach Distributing offers everything from beverages and paper products to janitorial supplies and, yes, even cups. Call Dressbach Distributing today at 815-223-0116. Dressbach Distributing is a proud supporter of LP Athletics. Go Cavs!
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Whether a college education is a distant dream or a financial challenge staring you in the face, you need to take steps now. Next to retirement, paying for your children's education could be the largest expense your family will bear. To learn about flexible college savings programs, see the professionals at WeTech Wealth Management in LaSalle. WeTech Wealth Management will help you plan today for college tomorrow. Go to WeTechWealthManagement.com now. That's WITEK wealthmanagement.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
The best fair in Illinois returns today through Sunday. The Sandwich Fair. 5 days of family fun featuring carnival rides, livestock judging, harness racing, and tons of vendors. Tonight, the Sandwich Fair welcomes country star Riley Green.
There was this girl, drink in her hand, half of me wants a cold beer.
Riley Green tonight at the Sandwich Fair.
You picked a damn good day to leave me, sitting here cooler full of Keystone. Nothing to do but fish all day long. We stand for the flag, if you don't like it, we don't care. So we do things a little
One of the oldest continuing county fairs in the state of Illinois, the Sandwich Fair, today through Sunday. For tickets and information, visit sandwichfair.com.
Imagine being hours from home when suddenly this happens. A father and his son were recently driving through on 80 when a deer ran out in front of them. They were fine, but their car, not so much. They ended up at Heartland Auto Body in Princeton, where the man's wife says, Heartland exceeded our expectations by far, making managing the repair remotely much easier. And the car looks great. Whether you're close to home or hundreds of miles away, it's good to know you've got good people to help you through. Heartland Auto Body in Princeton.
A heads up about the Walk to End Alzheimer's this Saturday in Ottawa. Events start at 8:30, and they're about halfway toward their goal. Why don't you join in? Search out the details at alz.org. That's alz.org.
A tradition of news and sports. 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Jeremy Egg and Mike Porter back as the opening kickoff is a short pop-up, and Peyton Cumming calls for the fair catch and safely brings it in at the 24-yard line as Metamora wanted nothing to do with Adrian Arzola, and who can blame him? So we're underway here.
Quite evident.
Yeah, 1st and 10. LP with their first drive of the second half of the 24. After this play, we'll ask my partner for our second half adjustment here for the Cavaliers. Persich hands it off and barreling forward and moving the pile up to about the 27. We'll see if that was Vogel or Arzola as the pile opens up, and that was Brevin Vogel, number 5. So give Vogel 3 yards on that first down carry. Partner, what do you think for our second half adjustment here brought to you by Gergovich Family Chiropractic?
Yeah, I think the Cavaliers are just going to have to play a lot smarter. They had 6 penalties in that first half, and they just really can't do that to be successful. They really need to limit their mistakes and play smart football. I think if they do that, they're going to compete for the rest of this quarter or this half.
Second down and 7 for LP. Persich in the pistol, going to hand it off to Vogel. And Brevin Chernin and push back, maybe got a half yard. That's about it. At about the 28-yard line, so give him, again, maybe a half yard. Give him a full yard.
Yep, they moved it a little
bit. Out to the 38. So real early, LP is going to be looking at a 3rd and long, 3rd and 6, after 2 carries for 4 yards from Brevin Vogel. And again, our second half adjustment brought to you by Gergovich Family Chiropractic. Everyone needs a chiropractor on their healthcare team. Search Gergovich Family Chiropractic to see all the ways having a chiropractor on your team can help lead you to a healthy lifestyle. So a big early play here in the second half, 3rd and 6 for LP. Persich going to throw, and it's intercepted.
Whoa.
It was almost an interception into the house, and he ran into Brevin Vogel.
And the ball fell out.
And Vogel knocked the ball out, or I guess just the collision knocked the ball out from the Metamora defender, Mark Frederick, and a break for LP. Frederick looks up to the sky knowing he had a pick 6.
Yeah, and he's one of their top receivers for the Metamora, so surprisingly he dropped that ball.
And now we see, is that, I guess Marion's going to punt for LP. First time he's punted. Yep. And somebody's got to call a timeout. Metamora needing to call a timeout. Wow.
Coach is not happy down there.
No, he's not. So the Redbirds will use their first timeout as LP almost had disaster there. Persich pass almost picked off. So the Cavaliers will go 3 and out, have to punt it away here.
Yeah, they faked it to Ty Wheatley and or Cordell Wheatley. I'm sorry, Ty Wheatley's the old
Michigan running back. Yep.
Cordell Wheatley. They faked it to him, and luckily that pass was not intercepted because, like you said, that would have been 6 points very quickly.
So now we'll see what Marion Persich has to offer as far as a punter. LP still kind of searching for a punter. Last week in a pinch, the big lineman, Santiago, got in a few punts. And now we're going to have the freshman quarterback, Marion Persich, back to punt. I would presume Marion was punting throughout practice this week. But that's practice. That's not game.
Yep, that's a little bit different.
Yeah. And Cranford is back inside his own 45. Persich gets away, nice punt, and it angles away from Cranford. So LP will down it at the Metamora 45. So, hey, for a first punt in the season, nice job done by Marian Persic.
Yep, keep it totally away from Cranford.
1st and 10, Metamora at their own 45-yard line as they come out and get a quick 3-and-out on defense. That's what you wanted if you're a Metamora fan, is to come right out on defense in the second half and force LP to punt it and give Metamora the ball. 14-8, LP with the lead. And Metamora's one score was a 5-yard run by Cranford. And Cranford heads to the bench on this first play at least. Petrie, the quarterback, in the pistol, and he's going to keep it, tucks it down, and gets out to about the 48-yard line. Tackle made from behind by the Cavaliers' Nick Hackenberger. So give Petrie 3 yards on that quarterback keeper. 2nd down and 7 for the Redbirds. How about a turnover here? LP caused, I think, 3 or 4 last week.
Yeah.
And we heard in the coach's interview, Mike, that their goal is always to get at least 3 turnovers a game on defense.
Okay.
They've yet to cause one here tonight. 2nd down, they hand it off. There is a run, breaking a tackle at the 50, stiff-arming another defender. And that was a big run by Kyle, number 6. Evan Kyle, and he's short of a first down by about a yard.
6 yards for number 6.
They mark it at the LP 46, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
Pushed out of bounds by Arzola.
So 3rd and 1, Metamora. Actually, it's about 3rd and 1.5. The Redbirds at the Cavalier 46-yard line. No Cranford. It is Kyle again in the backfield. You got to think maybe Petrie will call his own number here. Yep, he's got it, and he is tackled from behind but falls forward.
Penalty flag on the
Will
play.
we have our first holding of the night?
Nope, it looks like a face mask.
Face mask, oh boy. Well, we can hope it's only a 5-yarder, not a 15. So another penalty on LP. So again, and yep, it's going to be the 15-yard variety. Wow. All the way down to the 29-yard line. So our second half adjustment was try to play more clean and avoid penalties. Not a good start. Face mask, 15 yards added on to that first down run for Metamora. Metamora now 1st and 10 at the Cavalier 29-yard line. There was movement.
Oh, something happened there.
I think we might have our second penalty of the night on the Redbirds. So they'll put 5 yards back against Metamora. There's a lot of movement on both lines there, but LP jumped because Metamora's offensive line had moved first. So it'll be 1st and 15 back at the 34 of LP. 8:42 to go in the third. A lot of football left. Metamora's first possession of the second half. Offensive possession. Kind of a bunch formation for the Redbirds. They have one wide receiver split wide right. And Petrie is going to hand it off to Kyle, who breaks a couple tackles. Gets it inside to 30. Beavers brought him down. But a nice gain by Kyle near the first down. I think he got it. Needed to get to the 29 and got to the 28.
Nope, he just had 6 yards.
Yes, you're right. 2nd and 9.
Yep.
So he got the penalty yardage back plus 1. 2nd and 9 for Metamora. Beavers racking up the tackles tonight for the Cavs. Santiago gets a breather for LP. Coming in on defense is Wyatt Kilday. 2nd and 9, Metamora at the Cavalier 28. Petrie turns, hands it off.
Looks like Cranford is back.
Cranford breaks a tackle again. 2 or 3 tackles, including Andy Medina, which you're doing something if you get away from Andy Medina. Uh-oh.
Cranford's
limping, yep. So he comes limping off the field. And
doesn't look major by any means. So
no, hopefully he's okay. He's limping off on his own power. He gets it down to the 23. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for Metamora. 4-down territory for the Redbirds here. We're now under 7 minutes to play in this third quarter. Metamora shut out Sterling in the second half last week. Here's Petrie, the pitch to Kyle. Looking for the corner. He has it. He's got a first down inside the 20. That's been their most success, Mike, is getting their runners out on the outside with that pitch play.
Yep. They're using their speed on their running backs.
LP's been really dominant up the middle on defense, but Metamora in their touchdown run was one of those where they pitched it out wide to Cranford. So LP's got to make an adjustment on that. 1st and 10, Metamora at the Cavalier 18-yard line.
Yeah, whoever's containing on that outside has to get on the outside of the blocker. We got 3 receivers down here.
Yeah, they spread it out inside the 20.
Another
empty backfield. Petrie's going to run as they spread him out. He gets behind a couple linemen and gets it down. Spins ahead to about the 12. Beavers was in the area again for LP, so was Caden Small. So they're going to mark Petrie down just inside the LP 12. Gain of about 6, maybe 7. I'll give him 6 on the carry. 2nd and 4, Metamora at the LP 12. They can get a first down, obviously. Inside the 10. Petrie comes back into the game. We'll see if Cranford comes back in there anytime soon. He went hobbling off the field. Kyle in the backfield with Petrie. LP's defense has come up with some big stops tonight. They're going to do that toss play again. And Kyle turns the corner, and he's tackled inside the 10. Vogel ran him down. Nice job by Brevin taking him down at the 8. Close to a first down. I think he, let's see.
Might be a touch short.
Metamora is going to keep going to that play. I think I say 3rd and inches for the Redbirds. Stayed in bounds, so the clock running under 5 minutes here in the third quarter.
3rd and very short.
Yeah. Third and short for Metamora. Kyle in the backfield with Petrie. Petrie going to call his own number and puts his head down and gets the first down. He faked the handoff to Kyle and bowled forward, and he was brought down by Caden Small, but not until he had the first down, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like they're at the, 6-yard line?
Yeah, now they're going to move the chain. So 1st and goal, Metamora at the LP 7. Let's see if the Cavalier defense can buckle down here. Metamora 1st and goal at the LP 7. Let's see if a Cavalier defender can make a big play. Kyle to the left of Petrie in the backfield. Under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter now. Petrie going to keep it again, trying to break a tackle. He does. He's inside the 5, and now another flag. Are they going to call a face mask again?
I don't know.
Or maybe there has not been a hold on either side yet tonight. Pickford with the tackle. Let's see what the call is. Another penalty against the Cavs.
Yeah, it's that one official down here on this side of the ball that's been calling all the penalties.
Okay.
On them. That has 12 guys. Illegal participation. They have 12 players.
It's an odd penalty to call. If it is illegal participation, you would have thought they would have called it right away.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
1st and goal, Metamora at the LP 3 now. Another penalty for the Cavs. And Petrie going to run it. Turns it inside. And he's going to be stopped just short at about the 1-yard line. Beavers had a hold of him from behind. Also down at the near the goal line for the Cavaliers was Mikey Hartman. So to be 2nd and goal at the LP 1. It's become kind of the Petrie show here down near the goal line. He's a junior quarterback, so that's kind of scary. Petrie and Cranford are both juniors.
Yeah, it bodes well for the rest of this year and next year. Oh, looks like there's a clock going to stop here. Timeout on
Timeout LP. Probably give their defense a little breather here. 3:01 to go in the third. It is 2nd and goal, Metamora at the Cavalier 1-yard line. As Metamora has marched down the field, they've been helped by some penalties on the Cavaliers, including a big 15-yard face mask penalty on the Cavaliers. That's been the biggest one of the night, besides the penalty in the first half on Metamora.
Yeah, exactly. That
taking
one,
a touchdown off the board, but as far as yardage-wise, that 15-yard penalty was tough for LP. This has been a kind of a time-consuming long drive for Metamora.
Yeah, the third quarter is going to roll right down to 3 minutes already.
Yeah, LP's had the ball only 3 plays in this second half so far. Of course, if Metamora does get in, then it becomes a big point after attempt because that would make it 14-14. Check of our Subway scoreboard update. We have some final scores, as one would guess. Princeton beat Rock Ridge 27-18 in a battle of powerhouses in the Three Rivers. Erie Prophetstown 41-7 over Hall. Now we'll get back to action here. After the timeout, Petrie is going to just run it himself. And
he's got to have gotten in. Yep.
He gets in from 1 yard out. LP did not make it easy, but Petrie really needed only a yard, if not a little less. And we're tied at 14 as Metamora gets in at 2:57 of this third quarter. So here's a big extra point. Now they're going to try the kick to take the 1-point lead. They went for 2 early. So they're going to try the extra point, and it will be number 36, Tommy Sopko.
Yeah, I know he hit a field goal last week, I believe.
Okay. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up.
Good.
Looks like plenty good from here.
Yep.
So a big extra point made by Metamora. They take a 15-14 lead over the LP Cavaliers. Let's take a break. We'll come back. LP getting the ball back. Now trailing 15-14, 2:57 to go in the third.
Just like on the field, when it comes to your finances, every play counts. Hi, I'm Mike Porter, commercial lender at Eureka Savings Bank. Whether it's a savings account to help you build your future, a loan to tackle that dream home or business, or mobile banking to keep you in the game no matter where you are, we've got you covered. Because at Eureka Savings Bank, your financial victory is our goal. Experience Eureka. Eureka Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Experience Eureka. Eureka Savings Bank.
Tired of your internet buffering when you need it most? You need Fiber Me Fast, powered by Geneseo Communications. Fiber Me Fast 100% underground fiber network keeps you up and running with lightning fast speeds. And you get local customer service and support, unlimited data, free professional installation, and a free modem with your service agreement, all for less money. If you need a faster, more reliable connection for streaming, gaming, or working remotely, you need Fiber Me Fast, powered by Geneseo Communications Fiber Internet. Learn more and register your address at fibermefast.com.
Stick around for more great rock after the game on 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock. WLPO, Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Jeremy Aiken back here along with Mike Porter.
Oh, here's the fake again. Yep, little pop-up once again.
Pop-up kick. It'll be taken at the 25. They're going to return this one. 30. Oh, big hit at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Peyton Cumming decided to run on that one.
And Cumming gets a few yards out to the 35. A big collision there. So the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10 at their own 35. Metamora has regained the lead 15-14. So let's see if the Cavaliers can bounce back here. They did earlier in the game with a big kick return after they trailed very briefly. Cavaliers only, one completion tonight from passing.
Yep.
So they're going to have to get something going through the air here.
Yeah, the line is giving the quarterback some time. It's just a matter of connecting on with those receivers.
1st and 10 LP at their own 35-yard line.
Looks like a different running back there.
Persic fake handoff. Marion thrown over the middle. Caught at the 45. And that was Zellers, a first down catch. Nice play action throw to Zellers out to the 47. Quick completion, and that is a Eureka Savings Bank completion for the Cavaliers. A gain of 12 on first down. Persic to Zellers. We heard Coach Jose Medina was quite excited to have Zellers back as a receiver.
Well, it was perfect timing, obviously, with Noah Zebron's injury.
Back to pass again is Persic. Looking, pocket breaks down, and he's going to be sacked.
Yep.
At least he didn't force it that time. And he'll be back at the 43, so that's a loss of 4. Quarterback sack. Persic goes down. So it'll be 2nd and 14. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. See if the Cavaliers go back to the ground. Looks like Moriarty is in the backfield. Okay. We haven't called Easton's name tonight.
No.
3 receivers, trips to the right of Persic. He's going to pass, is Marion. Looking over the middle, throwing deep, and it's going to be intercepted. Inside the 30, it was picked off for Metamora. Avery Grebner with a second interception of the night.
Yeah, he was just kind of like the safety just in the middle of the field, and he really didn't have to move. There was a receiver to the left of that defender, but the ball was just not near him at all. Looks like he maybe tried to force it again.
So an interception and turnover by the Cavaliers. And Metamora, all of a sudden, with all the momentum, they lead 15-14 and have the ball back. With 1:38 to go here in the third quarter. Second turnover of the night for the Cavaliers.
1st and 10 here for Metamora.
Again, let's see. The Cavaliers have yet to cause a turnover on defense. Let's see if they can get one here.
Cranford's still not in there.
No, Petrie with a late. And I think they ran out of time.
Delay a game, perhaps, or did they call timeout?
Delay a game, yeah.
Okay.
Or false start. It could have been a delay game, or it was close to it. So 5 yards either way. So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Redbirds at their own 24. Ottawa over Streeter tonight. Final score 34-7. So Ottawa bounces back after an opening week loss to Plano.
1-1 coming into Howard Fellows next week.
For a non-conference game.
Which is odd.
Yes, it's very odd. Handoff to Kyle. He breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles. He may go all the way. Puts on the burners, and he's going to go all the way. 76 yards. Wow. He broke a tackle at the line, did Evan Kyle. And he goes all the way, 76 yards for the score. And wow, what a big turn of events here.
Yeah, the 5'10", 190-pound senior. Once he got through that hole, he, like you said, turned on the jets, and the Cavalier defensive backs could not catch him.
So 13 unanswered here in this third quarter. Metamora now leads 21-14. Extra point pending would make it an 8-point game. It is up and looks like it is good. So at 1:24 to go in the third, the Metamora Redbirds have gotten their crowd back into this one as they lead 22-14 against the Cavaliers. 1:24 to go in the third. We'll keep it right here. Mentioned scoreboard update. Ottawa defeated Streeter tonight, 34-7. Seneca beat Lyle 40-0. Marquette 41-6 over Madison. Eureka in a wild one at the Academy, 39-23 over the Bruins. Running clock, Erie Prophetstown beat Hall 41-7. Princeton with a statement win at Rock Ridge, 27-18. And here it is now Metamora leading LP 22-14.
All right, well, this is gut check time here for LP.
Yeah,
Metamora has scored 2 quick touchdowns, taken 8-point lead, so the Cavalier offense needs to do something. And it's interesting, the last 2 possessions, Adrian Arzola, pretty much the star of the first half, has not touched the ball.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hopefully he's not injured. I think I've seen him on the defensive side, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that.
So the Cavaliers down, still just down by a score, though, 22-14, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
And I can't tell if Arzola's back there either.
Short kick again to be taken at about the 25, 30, 35. Whoa! Oh. Big hit, and he stood up with it.
Yeah, big hit by number 11, Shea Seals, but Cumming just stood right up, so it was kind of an even draw there.
That's kind of why you're seeing, I guess, the NFL doing what they're doing now in kickoffs to try to avoid those big hits where the players don't move until the returner catches the ball.
Right.
Maybe we'll see if high school and college does that eventually. Now, you do see a lot of big hits.
Well, they kind of took away that excitement on the kickoff return because the kicker was just kicking it into the end zone and doing touchback. So they wanted the kickoff excitement back a little bit while being safe.
We got Moriarty again, at running back. No Arzola out there for LP at all.
40 seconds to go.
1:19 to go here in the third. Persich hands it off. Moriarty, and we got a false start on LP. So it's been just a rough third quarter for the Cavaliers. So it'll be 1st and 15. Yeah, the receivers in there for the Cavaliers are Landon Zellers and Mikey Hartman. That might be Arzola coming in now. Nope, that's Wheatley.
Nope.
Cordell Wheatley.
Cordell. I keep going that Ty Wheatley. I don't know why I got that in my head.
It'd be nice if we could get...
I don't know, yeah.
And Walter Hagee checks out. I don't know how well Ty Wheatley's running nowadays, but back in his era, he was a very good running back for the Wolverines. 4 receivers for LP. Persich going to throw it out in the flat to Wheatley. Cordell shaking and baking, but nowhere to go. Nowhere to go for Wheatley. Coach Medina's asking for a face mask, not going to get it.
Yeah, maybe a 1-yard loss on that one or right to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, about a 1-yard loss. They'll give him that. So it'll be 2nd down and 16 for the Cavaliers. As, last week, Metamora's defense put the clamps on Sterling, and so far they're putting the clamps on LP here in this third quarter. 22-14, Metamora. Clock's running down. It'll be about 30 seconds left when this ball is snapped. LP with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Let's see if the freshman can come up with a big play or two here. Persich is going to pass. He's in trouble.
Yes, he's not a lot of time.
And going to be sacked just outside the 20. Metamora just feasting right now on defense. Persich taken down at about the 22. And that's going to be a loss of about 6. And I think if you're LP, you want this quarter over. It's not been a good one.
Yeah, they're not going to have to snap here. It's going to go right to the 4th here.
So that's third quarter was all Metamora. They score 14, LP none in that third quarter. And we're going to head to the final stanza here, and the Metamora Redbirds have gotten back ahead in front of the home faithful. Let's see if the Cavaliers can rally. 22-14 Metamora here in the fourth. You're listening to LP Cavalier Football on 103.9 WLPO and on the Star Rock Media YouTube channel. Tonight's game presented by Fiber Me Fast by Geneseo Communications.
Just like on the field, when it comes to your finances, every play counts. Hi, I'm Mike Porter, commercial lender at Eureka Savings Bank. Whether it's a savings account to help you build your future, a loan to tackle that dream home or business, or mobile banking to keep you in the game no matter where you are, we've got you covered. Because at Eureka Savings Bank, your financial victory is our goal. Experience Eureka. Eureka Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Experience Eureka. Eureka Savings Bank.
On your radio, on your mobile, and your smart speaker, too. Starved Rock Local, 103.9 WLPO. Starved Rock Local, 103.9 WLPO.
Well, we go to the fourth and final quarter. Our thrilling fourth quarter tonight brought to you by Spring Valley City Bank. So let's see if LP can make this one a thriller here. They trail 22-14. 3rd and 21. Persich going to pass. Marion gets some yardage out to about the 28, but going to be well short of the first down, and the Cavaliers will have to punt it away. Or maybe they're bringing out the punting unit. Yep. He got it out to about the 30, gain of 7 for Persich. So it'll be the freshman quarterback to punt now. And back deep for Metamora is Avery Grebner. Cranford might be done for the night. Avery Metamora,
yeah, we've not seen him since he hobbled off there, and he's got his, he doesn't have his helmet on, or he's just on the side here. So I think he is correct. He is done.
Let's have an equipment issue or maybe a player bleeding for Metamora. So player checks out for Metamora. They'll reset the football. And they're still not sure what.
Yeah, they're telling someone to get off.
You're gone. You're gone. Anybody left?
How many? 4, 6. So now we're set. Persich will be inside of his 20 here with the punt. Marion gets it away. And it's going to bounce.
Nice LP bounce.
Yeah, big LP bounce at the 35. And the Cavaliers will down it at the Metamora 32. 11:04 to go in this one. Again, we're LP, if they can create a turnover here. Their defense has yet to create a turnover. Metamora is forced to for the Cavaliers tonight.
Yeah, the Cavaliers have to figure something out. Metamora's already got more yards here than they had in the first half.
Yeah, definitely dominating effort.
Third quarter, 115 yards of offense with those 2 touchdowns.
It would appear Metamora is a second half team.
Yeah, and all on the ground, too. No passes in the third quarter.
Yep. 22-14, Metamora with the lead. 11:04 to go here in this ball game. And they're going to pass. Petrie throwing it out to Grebner at the 30, and he lost his footing. And he was tackled after a couple-yard gain. Brevin Vogel with the tackle for Cavaliers. But a couple yards there is, Grebner did a great job just to haul it in, but he was stumbling and bumbling.
Yeah, it's kind of over his back shoulder, so he really couldn't get his feet underneath him. So short gain there.
And we'll give him 2.
I'm going to give him 1.
Give him 1,
second
okay.
and 9. So.
Yeah. 33-yard line of the Redbirds. Second and 9. Petrie going to hand it off to Kyle, and he breaks a couple tackles, but Beavers brings him down at about the 34. So not a lot there, maybe a yard. Big third down play here for LP. You got to stop him here. Going to be under 10 minutes to go when this ball is snapped.
3rd and 7 from the 35. So, yeah, it's a huge play for the Cavs defense.
Here comes Arzola in on defense.
Yeah, replacing number 72, Ricardo Santiago. I'm sure they're not playing. They're separated. They're changing positions there.
Yeah, they're thinking, more of a pass play here. And Metamora does line up 3 receivers. 3rd and 7.
And they run.
Nope,
Looks like
Petrie going to keep it, and he's going to be short.
Yep, nice play by the Cavs interior defense.
Olivero was there, also Caden Small. And nice job by the Cavaliers, Mike. Their defense forces them 3 and out.
That's what they needed.
Yep. You could argue Metamora was a little conservative on that possession.
I will not argue. I will concur.
Yeah. They just kept it on the ground, even on 3rd and long. And we get Arzola back, Hartman as well. And the punt is away. Going to go in between.
Nope.
Hartman going to pick it up at the 30. Mikey at the 35, and he goes down about the 37.
Hartman
Tripped up.
with the return. He just picked it up off the ground.
So 1st and 10 LP, actually the market at about the 38 of the Cavaliers. So here we go. 2 timeouts to go. Plenty of time. 8:53 in the ball game. Metamora 22, LP 14.
Yeah, the Cavaliers are they're only down 1 score, so let's see what they can do on the offense. They haven't done anything yet this half.
Yeah, they've tried to continue to pass, but it's just not been there tonight. 2 completions, right? I think, Mike, on the night, only for the Cavaliers, 1 in each half.
Yep, that's correct. 2 interceptions.
3 receivers set, including Andy Medina. Persich is going to tuck it and run. Marion running hard and got it out to about the 39, so maybe a yard. That was a tough yard. Yeah, Marion really hasn't had much running room tonight.
No.
So 2nd and 9 for the Cavaliers. 8.5 minutes to go in the ball game. 10 o'clock. Listening to Cavalier football on 103.9 FM, AM 1220 WLPO, LaSalle, Peru, Oglesby. 2nd and 9, Persich hands it off. Arzola, nice job by Metamora.
Yeah, they had
bringing
great
Arzola
penetration
down
there in the defense.
Arzola with a loss, a rare loss on a carry for Arzola. Barbarenas with the tackle.
Yeah, maybe actually they just got back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on that play. So
now LP needs to make a play. It's 3rd down and almost 10. They're in danger of going a quick 3 and out here in this 4th quarter. See if the freshman can come up with a big play here. Straight drop back for Persich.
Crowd is definitely into it
He's
now.
in trouble throwing over the middle.
From his back foot.
And incomplete. The closest Cavalier there was Landon Zellers.
Yeah, we had 3 defenders back there with 1 receiver, so luckily that was not intercepted.
So quickly, LP gets 3 and out, and they're going to have to punt it back to Metamora as each team just kind of exchanging punts here, which is fine if you're Metamora, as the clock just keeps going down. 7:30 now. Metamora's not going to, well, now they are going to send Gremner back. He was kind of checking with his coaching staff whether or not he should even go back here. LP does punt it. Persich gets it away, and it's going to take a bit of a Cavalier bounce, rolling inside the 25 down to the 23. So 7:21 to go. Cavaliers have 2 timeouts. Metamora has 2 timeouts. Metamora figuring if you get a first down or 2, then you start forcing LP to take their timeouts.
Yep.
It's been a game a lot like the, I guess it'd be what, the 2020,
2 years ago.
2022 and 2021 games were 1 touchdown games between these 2 teams, and Metamora just doing enough to squeak out a win against the Cavaliers. But again, LP is still very much in this, and let's see if the defense can maybe get a strip here, a fumble.
Yeah, 4 receivers here with Kyle in the backfield.
I got to think Petrie's going to carry it. And a lot of times when they've spread it out like this was a pass play earlier in the game. Oh, the 2 different flags fly. I would think that's on the offense there.
Yeah, you would think it'd be some sort of movement of some sort. Oh, I don't know what the. Yep, it's on the offense.
Both line judges threw the flag really at the same time.
Yep.
False start on Metamora, so let him move back 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 15 back at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, that motion, I think the motion guy, he's kind of arcing back up on the quarterback, but if he continues that arc.
Cavalier defense was playing really well, but the 3rd quarter did allow 2 touchdowns. Of course, Cavaliers also offense threw an interception that led to one of those scores in the 3rd quarter. Empty backfield for Metamora. Petrie going to keep it. Gets some running room at the 25. Gets the penalty yardage back plus a few extra.
Yep, tripped out by Hartman.
Out past the 25-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and about 7.
8-yard gain on the play by Petrie.
He's been their most consistent, I think, effective ball carrier tonight. Obviously, Kyle broke off a big backbreaker run of 76 yards.
Yep. Fortunately, that first one in the first half was called back on a penalty too. So
by Cranford.
Yep.
2nd and 7, Metamora. Going to be about 6 minutes left in the ball game when this ball snapped to Petrie. Turns around, hands it off, and close to the 30, but just shy. Kyle with a carry, and we might have an injured Cavalier at the bottom of the pile. So we'll see what Cavalier player is hurt. Of course, Cavaliers had a big injury on their offensive line earlier in the night. They're gonna mark it at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, that was a strong run by Petrie.
So it'll be 3rd and 4 coming up for Metamora. Was not able to see which Cavalier player was hurt.
No, I couldn't tell.
Again, LP will be home next week, taking on their arch rival Ottawa.
Here's the preliminary stats of Metamora tonight. 7 tackles, 2 sacks, 3
This is pretty much the last game in our area of the night. Most other games are final as we've gotten past the 10 o'clock hour.
And so far tonight, Kyle.
So what meeting is this between LP and Ottawa? This has always been one of the long-time rivalries. Of course, I know they always talk about in basketball how many times they've met. So, of course, they're going to add 2 to that ledger this year.
Yeah, I'd like to ask some historian, a statistician of, how many times have LP and Ottawa played twice. There's probably been some years where maybe they played in the playoffs. And that is, Danny Beavers.
Inside linebacker for the Cavaliers.
Yep. So he's
Probably,
getting...
I'm guessing, a collision with him and Kyle.
Yeah. He's getting a little help off the field. So one of their anchors of their defense, Danny Beavers, probably out the rest of this game.
Yeah, you would think so at this point.
Yeah. So 3rd and 4, 6 minutes to go in the ball game. And Metamora moved. Yeah, the right tackle. So let him move him back 5 yards. 3rd and 9. See if that changes the play call for the Redbirds from a 3rd and 4 to a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that's their second false start penalty here in the 4th quarter.
Well, when you play a team like Metamora, it is going to be hard-hitting football, and the Cavaliers are... They're going to feel it in the morning.
Yep.
They've had a few players already go out tonight with an injury. This is definitely a step up from week 1. There's no doubt about it. Physicality-wise, too. So big 3rd down and 9 coming up for Metamora. They go back to that pitch play, and he's got running room to spare it as Kyle turns it inside all the way down about the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
LP has not had an answer for that play all night.
No, Cam Oliveira was able to catch up to him, unfortunately, when he cut back into the center of the field and get the tackle. But Kyle with another big run.
Yeah, you got to give Metamora
Unless he
credit.
stepped out of bounds here.
Oh, they're going to say he did step out.
Yeah, I was going to say, wow, they marked it here
the 43.
at the 43. So
about
really
10 yards less from where he was tackled.
19-yard gain, but yeah, he was tackled probably another 10, 15 yards up the field. Another big run by Kyle.
And it's always been that pitch play. And they fake it that time. Petrie keeps it. And he's out to about the 47, the 48-yard line.
Andy Medina with the tackle, along with number 40, Nick Hackenberger. 2 linebackers.
Gain of 5 on that carry by Petrie.
Heading up to midfield here. 5 minutes left.
LP still with 2 timeouts. And they're going to hand it off to Kyle. He turns the corner, 45, and knocked out of bounds by Vogel. And Kyle's turned into the star player here in the second half. Gets it down to the 33 of LP.
17-yard gain again on that play, so he's really running wild here, like you said, in the second half. Cavs have no answer for it. Oh, looks like a penalty flag on the play. Is there a holding penalty on Metamora there?
Let's see. Yeah, it was thrown right at the 45.
Yep, the head ref is talking to the coach.
And kind of an animated discussion going on between the Metamora coach and the head referee. And he's really giving it to him.
Yeah, an illegal block, it looks like. Hold. So, fortunately brings that first down run back. 17-yard run for naught.
So it'll be second down and about 15 for Metamora. 4:44 to go in the ball game.
Been kind of a sloppy second half for both teams of penalties-wise. Another screen pass. Grebner with the reception.
Yep. Got it just shy of the original line of scrimmage. Got about 3 yards on that pass play. So it'll be third down and 12 coming up for Metamora. This is a must-stop for the LP Cavaliers defense. Third and 12 Metamora at their own 41-yard line.
Third reception for Grebner for the game. Not a lot of yards.
Yeah, he hasn't been too much of a factor tonight.
No, it's really been the running game for Metamora.
Redbirds in no hurry here. They're going to take it down under 4 minutes to go in the ball game.
I wouldn't be surprised they just run this ball here.
Yeah, their defense has given up nothing. They're going to, they faked that pitch
it's gonna
play.
Be an option.
Petrie keeps it, and he's going to be brought down.
Yeah, big hit by
Hackenberger.
Hackenberger. Up, he's
Petrie might be hurt now.
Yeah, he's
Official timeout.
might be cramping. He looks like
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's just a cramp.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to stretch his leg.
Yep.
Yep.
It's not,
he's been busy, though.
Yeah, it's not exactly warm, but Petrie's been involved a lot in this one for Metamora.
Yep.
So it's 4th and 10, so we should have a punt coming up for the Redbirds. 3:41 to go, so the Cavaliers will get the ball yet again here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's walking gingerly off the field.
Those hurt. Yeah, oh boy.
Yep. He's going to be out for a little while.
I guess if you're Metamora, you hope he's back to do a victory formation at some point here in this game.
This is the pros. They'd line him up with an IV and get him back on the field.
Thankfully, it's not the pros, I guess.
No.
Hey, Gary, can you hand me the radio real quick?
So 4th and 10 coming up and a punt coming up, and back deep for the Cavaliers is Arzola. Let's see if that forces Metamora to kick it away.
Yeah, good to see Arzola back on the field.
Yeah, he's been a non-factor. He ran, once in the second half.
Yep. Yeah, the Cavs only had 4 plays here in the fourth quarter, and they really didn't do a lot, obviously, in the third quarter either. 9 plays in the third, so. Got to get a timeout here in Metamora.
Yeah, they just wanted to run the clock down as far as they could and called a timeout with 1 second left on the play clock to avoid the 5-yard penalty. LP's had a blocked punt tonight. We'll see if maybe they bring the heat again here. 22-14, Metamora leading LP. The Cavaliers led after 7-0 and led 14-8 at the half, but Metamora dominating that third quarter with 14 unanswered points. They had 2 touchdown runs within the last 3 minutes of that
like you
third
said
quarter.
last week, Metamora shut out Sterling in the second half, so they're well on their way to doing that this week too. So.
But on the positive side is LP has some bullets left in the chamber here because they're going to get the ball back, and they have 2 timeouts, so plenty of time.
Yep, plenty of time.
It's one of those things where Marion will learn this too, Mike. I think a lot of it, he looks for the home run ball a lot. And if you're Metamora, you know, there might be some yardage open underneath if you're LP to just kind of take what they give you.
Yep.
I know he's got a great arm and he wants to air it out a lot. But there's been a lot of long throws. And it makes you wonder if, over the middle, if there was more open. LP's bringing some heat. They get the punt away, though. It's going to bounce at about the 35.
Nope, stay away, get away, get away. Why is LP player?
Jeez, yep.
He shouldn't be anywhere near that ball.
And they're going to let it be down at about the 26. Around the 25, so we got 3:06 to go. Cavaliers, let's see if they can get a drive here at Metamora, down 22-14. It starts with a first down here, Mike. I don't know how many first downs in the second half LP has had. Zero, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they've not had anything.
First down in the second half. There's been not much.
Well, one, actually, correction, that's one. They got that one pass play for 12 yards to Zellers.
Okay.
Right at the beginning of the third quarter.
So one first down in the second half for the Cavaliers. Persich with a handoff, not a lot there, and that was Arzola. So
yeah, I don't think he got anything there.
And might have another injury. This one's a calf. This might be cramping at Santiago down on the field.
Yeah, he's been on the field quite a bit too, so.
You hope it's only a cramp. Man. So Arzola got maybe a half yard on that carry.
Good high school.
So Santiago, obviously an anchor on both sides of the line. You hate to see him down on the field. LP has lost Danny Beavers in the second half to an injury. So already in week 2 of this season, LP's depth is being tested for sure.
Yep, now he's getting up, so that's good to see.
Definitely slow going, though, for Santiago.
Yeah.
No, just little things that you have to
So he's going to get some assistance going off the field. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for LP at their own 26-yard line. Persich in the pistol with Arzola in the backfield. Hartman and Zellers are the receivers. Somebody needs to make a play. Persich going to pitch to Arzola, and Adrian tried to get to the outside. Instead, he was hog-tied and thrown to the turf by Cam Nickel, number 26 for Metamora, and maybe a yard at most for Arzola.
Yep.
So now you're to the point, if you're LP, you got 2 shots at this.
Yeah, their defense have made some adjustments and really shut down that running game for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, great. You got to credit Metamora. They make the second half adjustments. So 3rd and 8 for LP. See if the freshman quarterback can make a play. Persich back. He's in trouble throwing. Almost intercepted. It was intended for number 7, Hagee.
Walter Hagee.
Almost picked off. So it'll be a 4th down, and LP, you got to go for it at this point. 2:10 left. They have 2 timeouts. So this is the ball game right here.
Yep.
LP needs a first down to keep the game and the drive alive here. 2:10 to go. The first down is just outside the 35.
Yeah, the offensive line needs to give Persich a little bit of time here.
4th and 8.
Metamora's coming.
Persich throwing over the middle. Oh, just out of the reach of Cordell Wheatley, and that's going to be it.
Yeah,
Wow.
Wheatley was open. Actually, 2 receivers out there were open. But just a little bit too far out of their reach and falls incomplete.
So
Metamora takes over.
So they had the speed of Wheatley going down center field out there, down the field, but just too much on it. And the Cavaliers can use 2 timeouts. Metamora with it at the Cavalier 27-yard line. First and 10, Metamora. Now if you're LP, you're trying to strip it. You got to try to now. Petrie hands it off to Kyle, who is tackled near the line of scrimmage. And LP not using a timeout yet. Vogel with the credit with a tackle. And it'll be second down and 10 for Metamora.
Well, it looks like there's some Cavalier fans heading for the exit over there.
LP now calls a timeout. They allowed some time to run off the clock.
Yeah.
LP timeout? Yes.
And it leaves them with one. Almost wonder if there was some indecision on whether to call a timeout there. But they wasted about 10 seconds there before calling a timeout. .145 to go in the game. Metamora leading 22-14 over LP. Redbirds have held LP to one first down in this second half. No points for the Cavaliers. A tale of two halves, I guess you could say, Mike.
Absolutely.
Cavaliers led 7-0 after the first, 14-8 at the half. And they had the ball to start the second half, but we were worried that they'd go quick at 3 and out, and they did. And it's just been kind of downhill from there. There's a handoff to Kyle, and he's down about the 20-yard line. Going to be about 3 yards short. They'll mark him at the 21, and we got a Metamora injury.
Nope.
Kyle he might be cramping a little bit.
Yep. He's got that cramping walk.
So that was the last time out taken by LP. There's 1:38 to go in the ball game. 3rd and 4 for Metamora. If they get this first down, it's over. And from your Metamora, you got 2 shots at it. Third and 4 coming up for the Redbirds. As they're in the driver's seat to move to 2-0. The two teams break the huddle after the timeout. Third and 4 coming up for Metamora. Petrie going to keep it, and he's got the first down. A heck of a game for their quarterback, and he puts an exclamation mark on it. Tackle was made by Josh Bickford. And take a couple knees here, Mike, and this one will be over.
Yeah, that's all they needed to do is get that first down.
So Metamora probably thinking, hey, we survived this one. The Cavaliers let one slip away. They were up 14-8 at a half and getting the ball to start the second half, but just could not get anything going offensively in the second half. And a victory formation for the Redbirds.
Yep.
Petrie takes the snap, still not under center. Obviously, Petrie doesn't care about stats, Mike, because he just got about a 5-yard loss.
Right. Yep.
Hopefully you don't have him on
the rushing yards.
Hopefully you don't have him on your fantasy team because, yeah, that was a loss of about 6 yards. 5 yards. Probably one more knee, and that should be it. And he's going to lose another 5 yards. So that's it. Metamora survives and holds off a valiant effort from the Cavaliers tonight. Cavaliers have some injuries, and they gave it a lot and came up just short.
Yep.
Had a very good Metamora team, and we wish the Redbirds the best of luck as the season goes along. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some final numbers and thoughts. It is Metamora winning tonight at Metamora, 22-14 over your LP Cavaliers. We'll come back with our post-game show after this on 103.9 WLPO and on our Starved Rock Media YouTube channel.
Your internet buffering when you need it most? You need Fiber Me Fast, powered by Geneseo Communications. Fiber Me Fast 100% underground fiber network keeps you up and running with lightning fast speeds. And you get local customer service and support, unlimited data, free professional installation, and a free modem with your service agreement, all for less money. If you need a faster, more reliable connection for streaming, gaming, or working remotely, you need Fiber Me Fast, powered by Geneseo Communications Fiber Internet. Learn more and register your address at fibermefast.com.
When a play breaks down on the football field, you've got the rest of the game to make up for it. When something breaks down at home, you need prompt and professional service. That's why at Town & Country Services, their phones are manned 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to ensure that your problems and questions with plumbing, heating, and cooling are all taken care of promptly and professionally. Town & Country Services offer free estimates and affordable rates. Their licensed professionals and friendly staff have been a staple in the Illinois Valley since 1919. Give them a call anytime in Tonica at 815-442-3415 or Princeton at 815-872-2200. Down, sit, hike. Ah, my back.
Whether you're getting down in a three-point stance, getting down off a ladder, or getting down on the dance floor, you need a chiropractor on your healthcare team. Dr. Mike Gergovich at Gergovich Family Chiropractic in LaSalle utilizes the most advanced technology to provide care for men, women, and children of all ages. Go to drgergovich.com to see all the ways having a chiropractor on your team can help you on your way to a healthy lifestyle. That's drgergovich.com.
Set sail for flavor at Overboard, now open every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the South Shore Boat Club in Peru. Join Overboard on Fridays for fish tacos and cod sandwiches, Saturdays for their family-style chicken, or dive into Sunday's special, 50-cent wings from 2 to 5. Need catering? Overboard's got you covered. From traditional packages to custom spreads, they'll even come to you. Contact them at overboardgrill@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Overboard at the South Shore Boat Club in Peru, where great food meets the shore.
Tickets to the game and wherever you go. Download the free 103.9 WLPO app today.
Jeremy Aiken, Mike Porter back here at Metamora High School, and Metamora beats the Cavaliers tonight 22-14. Your scoring summary: the Cavaliers got on the board first in the first quarter. Adrian Arzola, a 15-yard run with 56 seconds left. The kick was good. That was it for the first quarter. Cavs led 7-0. Metamora got the lead for a short time at 1:49 left in the second. Cranford ran one in from 5 yards out. Petrie added the two-point conversion. The ensuing kickoff, Adrian Arzola, 95 yards to the house. The extra point was good. LP took a 14-8 lead at the half, and they got the ball to start the second half, but their offense sputtered. The Cavaliers with just one first down in the entire second half. Metamora 14 unanswered points in the third quarter. A 1-yard run by Petrie and a 76-yard run by Kyle. And in the fourth, LP had plenty of possessions. Their defense gave them the ball, and they just could not get anything going offensively. And credit Metamora making the second half adjustments for their second straight week. They kept their opponent off the scoreboard in the second quarter. 2 turnovers, both by LP tonight, both interceptions thrown by quarterback Marian Persic, one in the second quarter and one in the third. We're going to take another break. We come back. We'll go over final numbers with my partner. And we'll also have the drive of the game and our player of the game. LP Cavaliers lose on the road tonight, 22-14 to Metamora.
Hi, it's Tom Henson, morning news anchor at WLPO. Tom's Take is a quick weekend reset that airs and streams Sunday mornings at about 8:50. You can also see a video version of it on the Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. I'll be sharing my thoughts on news and events, exploring interesting things, and introducing you to people I think you'd like to know. Think of it as an eye-opening cup of coffee, one that's paid for by Kathleen Whalen of Whalen Financial Group. Call or stop in to see Kathleen and her team on 1st Street in downtown LaSalle. Hang on, it's time for My Take on 103.9 WLPO.
Has this ever happened to you? You need that nice suit or dress for an event and it needs to be cleaned. Or you purchase something new and it's wrinkled. Hi, I'm Sangeeta Patel Allen, owner of Family Pride Cleaners in Peru. We can help. Just drop your items off, we'll clean and press them. We can also help you sanitize your home by cleaning your comforters, drapes, and more. Don't wait till the last minute. Visit us at Family Pride Cleaners on Progress Park Boulevard in Peru. We've been your family cleaners for more than 30 years. See more on the Family Pride Facebook and Instagram pages.
The Hall High School football program is entering its 102nd year this season, but Hall football isn't the only winning program with a rich history in our community. Spring Valley City Bank has been helping the community with all their banking needs for 119 years. We know that experience and relationships matter. With expert lenders and a commitment to you, we're proud to be a cornerstone of Spring Valley, just like Hall football. Visit either of our locations in Spring Valley and Peru. Do business with your friends and neighbors at Spring Valley City Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you. Bahama. Oh, hey, Mama.
What you doing?
Oh, just sitting here planning a new vacation with all the money we're going to save on our utility bills. Just got the air conditioner all tuned up. The Wade residence is running good.
Is there a Hawaii pamphlet in that pile?
Cut down on your utility bill this summer with Triple Service. Call for an AC tune-up today or ask about a brand new high-efficiency model. Visit tripleserviceinc.com.
This is where you go when you need to know. 1039 WLPO. Starved Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Jeremy Egan back here. Mike Porter as the Cavaliers fall short on the road tonight to Metamora, 22-14. And partner, you have some final unofficial stats for us?
Yeah, there's some unofficial stats. Not a lot of big offensive numbers here tonight for the Cavaliers. Adrian Arzola was the leading rusher for the game. He had 38 yards rushing. There really weren't any other notable stats as far as rushing goes. The quarterback was 2 for 14 for 48 yards, but he did have those 2 interceptions. Zellers was the leading receiver with 1 reception for 12 yards. The one thing, the Cavs, again, had those 9 penalties totaling 60 yards. So, obviously, that's something that definitely needs to be corrected. And that's really about it, honestly, as far as offensive. I mean, we've got the 95-yard kickoff return.
Right.
So those figures do not count that. But
yeah, I guess there is another positive tonight besides I think overall the defense was a positive tonight.
Yes. Yes.
Special teams. Remember last week they had all kinds of trouble with the point after. They were 2 for 2 in the PATs
they were 2
tonight.
for 2 that. They had good coverage on the kickoffs and the punts.
You had a block punt.
Block punt, too. So
And a kick return. So special teams was fantastic tonight for LP.
Mm-hmm.
Just the offense just kind of shut down in the second half. And you got to give a lot of credit to Metamora.
Right.
They make whatever adjustments they need apparently in the locker room and really put the clamps down on the Cavaliers in that second half to win here 22-14. Time now for our LP drive of the game. It's brought to you by Map Quality Fencing and Deck. Quality craftsmanship matched with drive and dedication to ensure customers have a product they can be proud of when they hire Map Quality Fencing and Deck. Not a lot of sustained long drives tonight, Mike, for the Cavaliers. One of their 2 scoring drives was a 95-yard kick return by Arzola. So we're going to go with that first quarter drive as our drive of the game.
Yeah, they really didn't have, like I said before, not much offensive production. And that second drive in the first quarter, 21 yards out. They drove it those 21 yards and scored the touchdown. So that was our really only candidate for drive of the day, honestly.
So that is our drive of the game, brought to you by the fine folks at Map Quality Fencing and Deck. Time now for the LP player of the game. It's brought to you by First State Bank, locally owned, committed to exceptional service and banking products like Zelle and on-the-go mobile banking. To learn more, contact the winning team at First State Bank. I know defensively, standout was Cam Olivero. He was all over the field tonight. Obviously, offensively, there really wasn't, I guess, a standout per se. Arzola had the 15-yard touchdown run, and then special teams had the kickoff return. So, I know we're both kind of,
obviously we talked about Cam Olivero, Danny Beavers, some of the Andy Medina on the defensive side. On the offensive side, really, the one person who really did stand out again was Arzola with that 15-yard touchdown run in the first quarter, and then, of course, that 95-yard kickoff return. He was the player of the week last week, and honestly, he didn't do much in the third quarter. He didn't play much in the third quarter, but he's definitely well-deserving of the player of the game once again.
So we'll go with AA. Adrian Arzola is our First State Bank player of the game. I mean, it's hard to argue with the player that scored both touchdowns on the night. But we want to thank all our sponsors, and as always, we urge you to do business with all our LP Cavalier football sponsors. Fiber Me Fast by Geneseo Communications, Triple Service, Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric, Town and Country Services, LaSalle Body and Fender, Surf Internet, WeTech Wealth Management, Illinois Valley Credit Union, Family Pride Cleaners, Edward Jones, Derek Brayton, Taylor Services, Subway, Eureka Savings Bank, Beck Oil, Dressbach Distribution, Spring Valley City Bank, Heartland Auto Body, Blackhawk Brokerage, The Locker Room, Gergovich Family Chiropractic, also a proud LP football sponsor, along with Map Quality Fencing and Deck, and First State Bank. Again, can't urge you enough to do business with our fine LP Cavalier sponsors. So, the Cavaliers, for the second straight year, if not more, fall to 1-1. I think we've kind of been the same win week 1 and then fall in week 2, and 1 touchdown loss to Metamora. 3 of the 4 last tries against this Redbird team have been 1 touchdown games, and Redbirds, to their credit, have pulled out wins in each and one of those. But now you go back home, 3 straight home games. Hopefully you get healthy, and should be a lot of fun with an early Ottawa matchup next Friday night.
Yeah, and hopefully Dane Wasinski is okay. Obviously he was probably taken to a hospital, get x-rays. So hopefully, we were fearing the worst, so hopefully we were all wrong, and he gets to be on the mend quickly. But the Cavs have a big job to do next Friday night at Howard Fellow Stadium, taking on the Ottawa Pirates. So hopefully they can, like you said, get healthy and, get back to the winning side of the ball.
22-14, Metamora takes down the LP Cavaliers tonight. Cavaliers fall to 1-1 on the season. Metamora improves to 2-0. Want to thank Michael Redmond back at the WLPO studios, John Spencer as well, Michael Shaw for keeping us up to date on the scores throughout the night. Of course, want to thank Mike Sabatini and Mike Porter. I think I just mentioned 4 Mikes or Michaels.
I was going to say that's
and a John thrown
very
in
popular early 70s name. So
Michael Shaw wasn't even born in the 70s,
Probably
so
not,
he's
no.
keeping it going with the Michaels or Mikes. So I'm Jeremy Aiken. That's Mike Porter. Mike, thanks a lot. You'll be back to the PA next Friday night.
Yep, we'll be back in Howard Fellows, announcing that game. So I think you're going to probably have Derek doing the game next Friday night. So look forward to that, and hopefully a Cavalier win.
All right, we'll be back at it Friday night. LP at home. Join us. And again, of course, you can watch this game again on our Starved Rock Media YouTube channel. The Cavaliers fall tonight 22-14 to Metamora. Thanks for joining us. Have a great rest of your weekend.
We hope you enjoyed this presentation of 103.9 WLPO Sports. WLPO proudly continues our tradition of bringing you the biggest games and best matchups. For Illinois Valley and Starved Rock Country news, weather, and sports, start your day with Rod and Tom.